Suspense. Tonight, Suspense brings you Miss June Havoc as star. But first, may we remind you that
in America's smartest homes and clubs, where fine wines are truly appreciated and enjoyed regularly, the choice is Cresta, Blanca, Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. From the finest of the vines come Cresta Blanca California wines, patiently created to please the knowing tongue. Let the proudest name in wine, Cresta Blanca, enrich your daily living. Add luster to your hospitality. Pour Cresta Blanca souvenir sherry or port, or any Cresta Blanca wine. There's one for every occasion, for every taste. Shenley's Cresta Blanca Wine Company, Livermore, California.
And now, Shenley brings you radio's outstanding theater of thrills,
Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines of Fresno, California. And starring June Havoc
In Subway, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Shenley by William Spear.
The subway always gets me. I have to stand back from the edge of the platform when a train's coming in because, well, heights don't bother me, or closed-in places, or any of those other things that give some people the willies. No, with me it's the subway. The shining tracks and the train roaring in out of the black. And I always make myself stand way back when I'm waiting. That's how it started that night. I instinctively drew back when I saw the gleaming white headlight appear in the tunnel, rushing toward me out of dark. I made myself draw back, but what I really wanted to do was to throw myself in front of that train. The lights on the shining rails hypnotized me like the gleaming eyes of a snake. I stepped backwards in a panic, but that 5 o'clock mob poured in behind me and shoved and pulled me with it. I'd been pushed around all day, and I had this awful cold, and I hated everybody. That's a terrible thing to say, I guess, but that's the way I felt, like committing murder. Oh, I was so tired. So worn out, my feet felt glued to my shoes. And of all the people in the world I didn't want to see, wouldn't that just have to be the night I was shoved right next to Ruth Carney?
Paula Stevens! Where have you been keeping yourself? I haven't seen you since the academy.
Hello, Ruth.
My favorite actress. What are you doing these days?
Oh, nothing. I worked in a drugstore for a while.
Drugstore? You haven't deserted the theater, have you?
I'm afraid I have.
You, with all your talent.
Ruth, I can't seem to find anything.
But you, of all of us. Well, you can't give up. You were so intense about it. Did you try some massage?
Try? Oh, I tried to get on all right, but...
Yes, I know. I had to pay for the privilege of appearing in the summer theater. I did the Westport season. Prentice, you know. Oh, it was wonderful fun. And it's well worth it to me to be able to say I'd had professional experience.
Well, that's fine, if you can afford it.
Oh, it's awful the way you have to have money for everything these days.
Yes, it is. Oh, don't get too close to me, Ruth. I have the most awful sore throat.
And if you don't have money, you have to have pull, don't you? Oh, and speaking of pull, have you heard about me?
No, I haven't.
I'm general understudy for Night Laughter. The producer...
John C. Rittner?
Yes, he was no friend of Dad's. He used to come over to dinner when I was little. I'd hear them talk about the theater, and I thought there'd be nothing in the world like being an actress. Such fun. All that glamour and all the sensational parties and everybody
Such
gay.
fun.
And the press...
Not the acting. Not the thrill of working at something you wanted to do so much that not doing it makes you not want to live. No. Oh, no. It's such fun. And parties. Wearing expensive suits like the one she had on. Ruth chattered on, and I looked at her. The subway stopped. More people got on. Still more and more. It seemed as though they'd never stop getting on. Someone would grab the doors and hold them open, and they kept trying to close them. A fat man chewing a horrible, cold cigar stub pushed me still closer to Ruth, and
I'm sorry, lady.
I jumped as something sharp stuck into my side. I was puzzled for a moment, and then I remembered the scissors Mother had asked me to get for her. They were very sharp, and they'd ruined my purse. But it didn't make any difference. It was old, like everything else I had. I closed my hand over the scissors, and I held them tightly so they wouldn't do any more damage. And then, I don't know why, I found myself staring at Ruth's hat. It was so smart, so expensive, so everything that mine wasn't. I found myself hating Ruth's hat.
Well, as I was saying, after Dad died, Mr. Rittner stopped coming over so often. So when I got bored with the academy, I hopped right down to his office and I said, Mr. Rittner, do you remember Henry Carney? Well, I'm his daughter, Ruth. I want to be an actress. Of course, I don't expect big parts right away, but maybe if I could get a walk-on or something. Oh, imagine my nerve, Paula. Saying that to a big producer like young C. Rittner. But anyway, that's what I did. And do you know what he said to me?
No, what did he say to you?
He said, Ruth, I admire your spunk. And if you're half as good an actress as your father was a set designer, you'll be all right. And he hired me, just like that.
And your general understudy.
That's me. But no one's ever been sick. Confidentially, I'm glad.
You're glad?
Oh, yes. You see, I've never gotten up in any of the parts like I'm supposed to. If I ever had to go on, actually go on, oh, I tell you, I get away with murder.
Murder. I couldn't look at her face. I didn't even want to look at any of the passengers' faces. And when I raised my eyes, I saw still more faces simpering down at me from advertisements overhead. I hated everybody and everything. I turned and looked outside the windows. The wet, slimy darkness was roaring past like black death. One faulty switch, one obstruction on the tracks could bring it crashing in on all of us. And who'd be the losers? Not Ruth with her silly chatter. Not these other passengers with their tired, blank faces. And not me. Oh, certainly not me. My own tired, blank face was reflected in the window pane, gray and thin. And it didn't seem out of place shimmering in that air of black death just outside.
Mr. Rittner's a wonderful man, really, Paula. You should meet him. Matter of fact, well, I hadn't meant to tell you this. I didn't want to build your hopes up, but I've told him about you.
About me?
Yes. You know, I always did think you had loads of talent. So I told him one day, Mr. Rittner, if anything ever happens to me, should you decide to give me a real part in your new show, why, don't worry about who'll general understudy night laughter. I know just the girl, Paula Stevens.
Ruth, you told him that?
Yes. And if the time ever comes and I have to leave, well, he knows your name and everything. But don't build up your hopes, honey. He hasn't a part for me in the new show.
Oh.
And as far as anything happening to make me quit, well, there isn't the slightest chance. Envy
and hatred welled up so in me that my throat burned like fire. And the fat man with that cigar was leaning against me, and I lashed out like a drowning person.
Hey, watch it, lady, watch it there.
I took it out on him. Who I really wanted to knock out of my way was Ruth. Ruth standing between me and the break I'd dreamed of. Understudy in a hit show. But she had said, well, don't build up your hopes, honey. There isn't the slightest chance. But wasn't there the slightest chance? I thought, the slightest chance of something happening to her. The train started up again. It jolted me so that I was thrown sickeningly against Ruth. My fingers were testing the points of the scissors in my bag. No one could see me. We were packed in too solidly. The scissors were sharp and cold and long. Yes, they seemed long enough. I kept my eyes on the dim lights and dirty concrete and tiles of the station we sped through as the train throbbed along uptown. I was holding the scissors as though they were a weapon. I was suddenly sure that at some time or another scissors had been used as a weapon. The scissors in my bag seemed to grow bigger with an idea. Idea and scissors. Scissors and idea. They were increasing in size. The ache in my throat had gone up into my ears, too, throbbing, keeping time with the throbbing of the subway. I looked away from the blackness outside and stared up at the white light of the ceiling. The electric fan overhead was suspended like a spider. Suspended like a spider. Like a spider that was spinning. No, not spinning as a spider should spin, but whirling. Yes, that was it, whirling. Like my brain was whirling. Ruth?
Yes?
You play on Sundays, don't you?
Oh, yes.
No show tonight, then. Ruth, why don't you come home and eat with me? There's just Mother and me. We'll be all alone.
Oh, I'd love to, Paula. Frankly, I didn't have anything to look forward to but a boring evening. I'm glad now I couldn't find a taxi.
Well, Mother will be very glad to see you.
Oh, it's very sweet of you to ask me. I haven't had a home-cooked meal in a long time.
A casual invitation after a casual meeting. No one knew that Ruth was coming to my house for dinner. Ruth didn't even know where I lived. Get her off the subway a few stations early. Many empty lots up this way. Then one thrust of these sharp scissors, ordinary scissors, brand new scissors, and a body in an empty lot. And after a few days, after the funeral, a humble application to Mr. John C. Rittner for my girlfriend's job. He'd remember I'd been recommended by Ruth herself. Oh, and I'll show them. I'll know every line perfectly. And one night the star will not go on. No, I'll go on. That will be it. The noise outside didn't seem like the roar of the subway anymore. It was like tremendous applause. Applause for me.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you June Havoc in Subway. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, better tasting Roma Wines from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines. Tomorrow night is Halloween, and that will be the time for gay parties and friendly get-togethers. Now, here's a wonderful yet inexpensive way to make these occasions truly delightful. Simply set out some fruit, cheese, and nuts, and serve delicious Roma California wine. In less time than it takes to tell, you're enjoying a delightful party. Yes, any occasion takes on a gala note when better-tasting Roma wines are served. So brighten your party with tempting nut-like Roma sherry, fruity, full-bodied Roma port, or smooth, mellow Roma muscatel or tokay. As you savor the mellow perfection of these fine Roma wines, you'll understand why more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wines. So for smart, low-cost hospitality, or for an everyday family treat, serve better-tasting Roma wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, America's largest-selling wines.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage June Havoc, starring as Paula Stevens, with Lurene Tuttle as Ruth in Subway, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
We passed some station, 116th Street, I guess it was. I remember I studied Ruth with new, cold interest. I was certainly stronger than she. She wouldn't be expecting anything. Besides, she wouldn't know how to struggle. Things had always come easily to her. She was so wrapped up in her own affairs, she just chattered away.
Oh, it's been the most fun getting those checks every week and never having to lift a finger to earn them. If they ever catch up with me...
The breaks go to girls like Ruth, who think that being an actress is great fun. And others who really, truly love the theater, they never get a chance. There's no way for them to make their own breaks, not very often anyway. But I had a way in my purse that night. I could get Ruth's job. It belonged to an actress, not her. It belonged to me. To me.
Where do we change, Paula?
Oh, we get the local here. We're coming in now. We pushed and elbowed and jostled our way out of the car. We were the last ones out. So we had to turn around and face the tracks with a solid mob at our back. I hated to stand so near the edge. But there was no way to get to the middle of the platform without bullying my way through. And I didn't want to have to explain to Ruth how I felt. But I managed to get my feet placed an inch or so in back of her as we stood wedged in the crowd. That made me feel a little better. Ruth between me and the tracks. Ruth between me and my destiny. Ruth, always in the way. Just a little push, I thought. Maybe it would be easier. A little push just before a train came in and...
Paula, look at that man over there. Doesn't he remind you of Bill?
Well, oh, yes. Yes, he does.
How is Bill, by the way?
Oh, Bill's fine.
You still going with him?
Yes.
Oh, he's a wonderful guy, that Bill. I remember one time...
I remembered, too. I remembered how Ruth had tried to take Bill away from me once. She'd done everything in her power. And there for a while, I thought she was going to succeed, too. But she hadn't. He was too nice. He wasn't the type to care if a girl couldn't dress in the latest styles, and if she didn't have the smartest hats.
I knew him first, you know.
Yes, I know you did.
He used to date me before he knew you. He was just a kid, of course, and I got interested in another boy. But believe me, when I ran into Bill about a year ago, I couldn't help thinking that maybe I'd made a mistake in giving him up so easily.
You didn't give him up too easily.
Oh, yes, I did. Much easier than I would now if I had it to do all over again. You're very serious about him, aren't you?
Yes, very.
You take everything pretty seriously, don't you, Paula?
Ruth was standing on the edge, and she wasn't laughing anymore. She was staring at me in a very peculiar way. She moved around in back of me, and now I was on the edge. In spite of myself, I looked down at the gleaming rails. 2 long silver ribbons pointing toward the black hole where the platform broke off and the walls closed in. And the train was approaching. I watched the tracks, fascinated. I waited for the hypnotic gleam of the headlights to make the rails sparkle and shine and beckon to me. And then the headlights beamed at me out of the void. At me. It was a great warm spotlight, and I swayed over the edge to meet it, and I couldn't stop myself. Oh, the train was imminent. I was shaking. Ruth's arms were around me, holding me tight. She pulled me back just before I I should have jumped.
What's the matter, Paula? You nearly fell right in front of that train. Are you ill now?
No, I'm just dizzy, I guess. I'm all right now. Thanks for holding me, Ruth. I don't think I really would have fallen, though. Come on, let's get in the car.
You look like you were weak or something. You could do with some food. I'll bet you didn't have lunch.
No, I didn't. I forgot. But we'll be home soon.
I'm starved myself. I'll certainly be glad to get to your place.
Oh, I hated her worse than ever. What right did she have to pull me back if I wanted to jump? What business is it of hers how I felt? I felt for the scissors in my purse. I wrapped my handkerchief around the handle. No fingerprints, no clues, no motive. Nothing that would be connected with me. A friend that hadn't seen her in ages, and what motive could I have? All I wanted was her job, and nobody would ever think that I had committed murder to get a job. People just didn't do things like that. Not unless they were desperate and bitter with nothing to lose.
I think we can grab a couple of seats in a minute. Those two men are getting off. Wouldn't you think they'd have offered them to us in the first place? Really, men in New York.
I followed her lead, and we got the seats. And I sat down very carefully, like an old woman. I hadn't sat down all day. Just walked from one office to another. Ooh, the muscles in my back and legs ached. I had to sit in an upright position. The warm blood came rushing upward as I lifted first one foot and then the other gingerly off the floor. The arches ached with relief, and my head swam. I was so grateful just to be able to sit. Oh, grateful. To think that the simple act of sitting down could mean so much to me. Paula Stevens, the most promising actress at the Academy a few years ago. Now nobody would even give me a walk-on. I turned and I stared at Ruth. I thought, maybe I won't wait for the empty lot.
Paula, what's the matter with you? Here we are sitting down and comfortable, and you're frowning like a bear with a sore tooth. What are you frowning about?
I looked around desperately for something I could be frowning at. A man across the aisle was reading a newspaper, and I saw a headline. That could be making me frown. I indicated it.
Oh, you mean the headline?
Yes.
Hit and run driver kills child. Oh, that is nasty. Makes me sick to see things like that. I never read them. Does it affect you that way?
Yes, lowest form of humanity. And suddenly the train shot out of the underground onto the trestle, out of darkness into the twilight of a tenement street. And a moment before, nothing could be seen through the dirty car windows but the reflection of your own drawn face. But then the ramshackle apartment buildings flashed by outside, showing intimate glimpses of bare kitchens and dim bedrooms, gray wash and cheap living rooms, families going through the functions of living, poor families, tragic living, from the blackness of the tunnel to the twilight of poverty, from death to life, first death and then life, kept pace with the subway, not life, then death, but death to life. Death brings another kind of life, not necessarily sordid life like this, but new life. Death makes room for somebody else to live, one death for another life, Ruth's death for my new life.
I've been thinking about that headline, too. I mean, the one about the hit-and-run driver. I suppose I do get panicky.
Well, they're still the lowest form of humanity.
Still and all, I think I can understand how it could happen to anybody. You're driving along, maybe thinking of something else, maybe going a little too fast. You know what I mean. You're just anxious to get someplace in a hurry, and you aren't watching what's ahead. And all of a sudden, bingo, you've hit something.
Does that mean you shouldn't stop and...
Well, you don't know what you've hit. Maybe it's just an old crate or a pile of junk. It isn't necessarily a kid or a dog, even. You just don't know. And if you stop and look, you may find you're a murderer. Yes, but if you keep on, you can tell yourself it was just an old piece of junk and go on your way. Now, I can understand a hit-and-run driver. Yes, I can.
Oh, why was she raving about a hit-and-run driver? She wore the subject ragged. Well, I thought anyway it won't be much longer now. I won't have to listen to her much longer anyway. One more station and we'd get out. She wouldn't know it wasn't my station yet. And then we'd walk over by the lot, cut across it in the dark. The scissors. One hard plunge. And back to the subway for the rest of my ride. Alone. Why, I wouldn't even be late for supper. Subway emptied a little. Seemed to be flying through the night, carrying me on dark wings toward my first chance at being something. We were going awfully fast. Too fast. You know what I mean? You're anxious to get someplace, and bingo, you've something. A pile of junk. It has to be junk. An obstruction to be cleared away for something more important passing by. But if I should stop and look, it's a girl. Like me. But it's a girl dead in an empty lot. This was our station. This was it.
Do we get out here, Paula?
I was looking at her, Ruth. An obstruction in my path. I had stopped and I had looked at her.
What's the matter, Paula? I thought this was it. Don't we get out here?
I had stopped to look, and I had seen that she was a girl. A human being.
Paula, you said we were supposed to get off here.
Yes. Yes, Ruth. Yes. The train started away without us. Somehow it seemed to run more smoothly, as though its wings were light instead of dark. And I was strangely rested. My mind was blank, and I rolled the blankness around, and I tasted it. I swallowed, and my mouth and my throat, they felt better. Balls of yesterday's newspapers scurried off the platform and flattened themselves in the corners, and...
I'll be glad to get there.
Oh, yes.
I'm starved.
Ruth was a girl. She was a human being. Everybody on that subway was an individual human being. And I had to drive according to the rules. I couldn't hit and run. How could I have ever thought that I could? If I had to get there the hard way, well, I could take it.
This way, Paula?
Yes. Yes, this way, Ruth. Into the light. I climbed the ramp to the street exit with a new bounce in my feet. I felt in my purse, only to wrap my handkerchief carefully around the scissor points, not the handles. I couldn't afford to completely ruin my already damaged bag. And Ruth was chattering again. Soon we'd be home. And as she chattered, I thought, Ruth's older than I, but she seems like a child. She'll probably never grow up. But I did. That night, arm in arm with Ruth, we walked past an empty lot. And I never even thought of looking back.
Suspense.
Subway, starring June Havoc, presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those better tasting wines enjoyed by more Americans than any other wines. This is Truman Bradley, reminding you that when you enjoy Roma California wines, you enjoy the goodness of natural juices, pressed from choice, full-ripe California grapes. Then, with ancient skills and the world's greatest winemaking resources, Roma master vintners guide this grape treasure unhurriedly to tempting taste perfection. These better tasting Roma wines are placed with other mellow Roma wines. And from these reserves, the world's greatest reserves of fine wines, Roma later selects for your enjoyment. With another weekend of football and fun coming up, it's a good idea to lay in an assortment of better tasting Roma wines, such as gold and amber Roma sherry, ruby red Roma port, or flame bright Roma muscatel. Then you'll be sure of pleasing friends and neighbors who drop in, as well as your family. Because these delicious Roma wines, that's R-O-M-A, Roma wines, are America's favorite wines.
Tonight's suspense play was by Eileen Douglas Walzer and Mel Donnelly. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear radio's inimitable Henry Morgan as star of Suspense. Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California.
Listen again next week at this same time for Suspense. Tonight's Suspense came to you transcribed. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Casting 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 system.
This is Robert Montgomery. I have a new assignment, and I'm very happy about it. During these 60 minutes each Saturday, I'm to be acting spokesman for one of radio's really great entertainments, a program which is a prime favorite with all of us. You have come to know its opening music as the curtain raiser for radio's outstanding theater of thrills. You know it as a show which each week, for 5 years, has brought you first-class story material and exciting performances. You have come to recognize throughout the unique touch of our unique producer, my friend, Bill Spear. All of which can be said in one word.
Suspense. An hour of suspense now. A full 60 minutes on Saturday night. And with the distinguished actor-director Robert Montgomery as your host. Tonight, Mr. Montgomery also appears as star in The Black Curtain, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed by William Spear.
I don't have very much to say in the prologue department tonight. That's because at this premiere of the full-hour show, we're anxious to ring up our curtain. Our black curtain, if you will, without unnecessary delay. Also because tonight I am appearing as an actor. The idea on most Saturday evenings is for me to make you welcome and chat about things you and I are mutually interested in. Crime, mostly, and the various types of criminal achievement, real and fictional, and the persons, actual and invented, who have committed those crimes and gotten themselves into those predicaments, and the people who have written about it and have compounded the particular brew of mystery and dangerous adventure which we serve up to you in the name of suspense. But tonight I am appearing for a good many of our 60 minutes as a man named Frank Townsend. Townsend will tell you his really amazing story in his own words. And so I think you'll hear quite enough from him without hearing more from Robert Montgomery. And so if our producer, Bill Spear, is ready, we will ring up our curtain.
Now, with The Black Curtain from the novel by Cornell Woolrich, and with the performance of Robert Montgomery, we hope once again to keep you in suspense.
A man is born, he lives out his little life, and he dies. That's the one real break, I guess, that every man can count on. The one thing nobody can take away from him. To be born just once, and to die just once. Every man, that is, except Frank Townsend. Born with no strikes on him, died with 2 strikes on him, and then was born again with 3 strikes on him. Pushed back into life that day on that street.
All right, now, come on, now, get back.
My head was pounding like the percussion instruments beating out the anvil chorus. I could hear all the noise and the people milling around. At first, everything was a jumble, sight and sound. Tall buildings, high sky, low faces, spinning and weaving, and bells exploding.
Hey, watch
All
out.
right, get moving now. Let the doc through.
Oh, I seen it, officer. I seen it. He was running fast. The whammo clunk. He's growing like an onion with his head down and his feet up.
All right. Break it up now, break it up.
Oh, my head.
Take it easy now, brother. Just lie still.
Who?
Yeah, let me
What are...
see now. I'm the doctor. Just lie still. I'll take it
Hey,
easy.
Copper! Copper, his wallet fell out of his pocket. A guy grabbed it and he ran.
All right, come on, get back.
Can't
I'll
work
give him a
here
little
now,
air.
will
Get
you,
back.
please?
I'm okay, Doc. I just feel a little...
Sure, here.
You-
Now, let me help you up. See if you can stand.
Thanks.
I guess I can talk to him now, eh, Doc?
Just a nasty bump on his head. He'll be okay.
Huh.
Here, let me brush your coat off, sir.
Thanks, Doc. My coat.
He looks all right.
Why am I wearing an
Just for
over...
my report, mister, what's your name and address, huh?
Townsend.
Ah.
Frank Townsend. 820 Rutherford Street.
Cigarette just still a little woozy, you know.
No, thanks. I don't smoke.
Well, look, take a couple of aspirin.
All
tonight.
right,
If you're sick tomorrow,
come on, just Hey, here's your hat, mister.
Thanks, kid.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do about the guy that snatched your wallet. Here's your cigar case.
Mike. Yes, but I haven't got a
Well, good luck, mister. I'm going to turn in my report.
cigar case. I don't smoke.
Oh, it just fell out of your pocket when we lifted you.
Yeah, but look at the initials on it. DN.
Yeah, same initials like in your hat, see? DN.
Yeah, but that isn't my hat.
Oh, you got a nasty crack on the noggin, mister, and, well...
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Where is this?
Where is what?
This street.
This? This is Tillery Street.
Tillery? What am I doing on Tillery Street?
Hey, look, buddy, you sure you're okay?
Well, what happened to me?
Well, you were running. Very dangerous running on this ice. Well, you slipped, hit your head, and was out for about 20 minutes.
Ice?
After that blizzard we had last night, did you expect Mayflowers?
Blizzard? In July?
July? Oh, listen, buddy, I got a flash for you. This is December, 1 week before Christmas, 1944.
1940?
Oh, don't take it so hard. We all get older. You better get home and get a fast 40 winks. You'll need it.
1944. December 1944. But the last I could remember was July 1941. 3 years. Gone. Just gone. A black curtain. The black curtain of amnesia comes down over your mind out of nowhere. That black curtain had been dropped over my eyes for 3 years. Where had I been? Who had I been? Not Frank Townsend. Someone else. DN. Someone whose initials were DN. I walked along Tillery Street thinking about it. Those 3 years, I could have been married, had a family, or could have been a thief, or... No, it was insane. 20 minutes ago, I left the little office where Johnny and I have our advertising business. I was on my way to speak to a client. 20 minutes ago, I told Johnny that... But that was July 1941. There was no snow, no ice, no initials, DN. I must see Johnny. He'd know, he'd tell me. I stopped dead. I don't know why. Something made me turn my head. And that's when I first saw him. Gray eyes. He'd been talking to the cop who took my name. He looked after me as I turned my head. He started for me. I found myself backing away. Something about him screamed trouble. He quickened his step.
You! Townsend! Stop!
The sound of his voice sent terror roaring into my skull. I ran. He lunged after me. I saw him come as I rounded the corner, and in his hand he held a gun. He raised it. I ducked my head and ran for my life, for the second life that I'd been born into. It was the ice that saved me. I flew across it, my toes barely touching its treacherous surface. But Gray Eyes slipped, spun through the air, gun flying from his fingers. By the time his heavy body had thudded to the ground, I'd hurled myself down the subway steps, vaulted the turnstile, cheated the steel edge of the subway door as the train pulled out of the station. And for 2 hours, I rode the rails under the city. And for 2 hours, my stomach was gripped by terror. Dusk, and a new snowfall had settled over the city. I entered the sleek lobby of the Greystone building on 34th Street, where Johnny and I had our office. In a few minutes, I'd be sitting across the desk from Johnny. A good bottle between us, and then everything would be all right. Johnny would know what to do. He always knew, ever since we'd been in school together. He'd know how to find out who I'd been, what the initials DN meant, why Gray Eyes tried to kill me. An elevator door slid open, and I stepped into the cage.
Floor, please.
10.
Pass, please.
What?
Your pass. I gotta see it.
What pass?
To go up to the 10th floor.
Pass to... But I don't understand. My office is up there.
Look, buddy, all I do is run this elevator, not the country.
Yes, but
Save it. Guard!
2 men came from the rear of the lobby. They were big men. They wore uniforms. The blue trousers tucked into brown puttees, their thumbs tucked into heavy belts that supported heavy guns and heavy clubs. White armbands read SP. They eyed me with suspicion.
Now, what's the trouble, mate?
10th floor, no pass.
What's your business on the 10th floor, sir?
Advertising. I mean, my office is there, and I...
You sure you're in the right building?
Well, isn't this the Greystone building?
You can't have no office in this building higher than the 5th floor.
But I tell you, my partner and me, we're on the...
Nobody's on the 10th floor but the Navy.
The Navy?
All the way from the 6th to the roof.
Why?
You kidding, sir?
Ain't you heard there's a war on?
War?
Look, mister, if this is supposed to be funny, you're in the wrong department. What's your name?
Look, will you help me, please? My name is Townsend. I have an office here on the 10th floor, advertising Townsend and Gale.
Oh, yeah. Townsend and Gale. Well, that folded when the Navy took over.
Where's Johnny Gale?
He joined the Navy.
Where can I find him?
Oh, it'll be tough finding, mister. He was buried last month on Okinawa.
Johnny, dead. Buried on Okinawa. The name meant nothing to me. Only that at Okinawa was buried my strongest link to my past. One slender thread leading back through the years remained. The apartment on Rutherford Street. I started to draw it in.
Oh!
Hello, Mrs. Hudson.
Why, Mr. Townsend.
I guess I startled you.
Why, no. No, not at all. I was expecting... I thought that you'd...
It's been a long time.
Not at all. I knew you'd come back, and... Well, your apartment is just where you left it.
You kept the apartment for me, huh?
After all, Mr. Townsend, you are my favorite tenant, and... come in. Come in.
Thank you.
You just go right on up, Mr. Townsend.
Aren't you going to ask me what happened to me?
Hi. You look very well, Mr. Townsend. I'm glad you're back. And...
Yes, I'm glad I'm... Thank you, Mrs. Hudson. I started up the stairs. The same creaks, the same loose board halfway up. Everything the same, but everything unreal. Mrs. Hudson, unreal. I sensed her eyes following me up the stairs. I stopped, turned, looked down. She stared up at me, mouth slightly open. And for a long, long moment, neither of us spoke.
Yes? Mr. Townsend?
Mrs. Hudson...
Yes, Mr. Townsend.
Well, it's nothing. But you used to call me Frank.
Come all the way in, son.
He was sitting in the large chair by the window. In his left hand, he held a half-smoked cigar. It was pointed at the ceiling. In his right hand, he held a gun. It was pointed at me. It was Gray Eyes.
Tillery Street. Just couldn't stay away from there, could you? Well, never fails.
What do you want? There's some mistake.
Given that harness bull the phony name, but the right address. Very unbright.
Listen, my name is Townsend, Frank Townsend.
So, all right, so we'll bury you under that name. What difference does it make?
Bury me? But why? Why? What have I done?
Suppose you tell me. Maybe you can make it sound better.
If I have to die, all right, I'll die, but I got a right to know why, haven't I? Tell me what I've done. What am I dying for?
Stand still! just give me one more excuse, son, and I'll kill you right here and right now. Yeah, that's better. Now just settle back and relax. Now sit down over there. Lean back against the chair. All the way. Now put your hands on your head. And, son, just pray that you don't get an itchy nose, because if you even start to scratch it, it'll be the last itch you'll ever feel. Now, while we're waiting for the boys, we'll just sit and chat, nice and friendly like. Anything special you'd like to talk about? No? Okay, maybe I can suggest something. Maybe you'll find the loot an interesting topic of conversation. Sounds promising? The loot. What'd you do with it?
I sat with my hands clasped to my head. I didn't dare move. He had the safety catch off, and I knew he'd send a bullet through my head without a second thought.
That why you took the chance of going back to Tillery Street? Maybe the doll crossed you up, huh? Sure, you waited all week and she never showed. Maybe she'd like
Nothing,
it.
he said, made any sense to me.
Give it to you right here.
All I knew was that he expected others
Leaves
to
her in the
arrive,
clear.
and they would take me.
With everything.
Where? Gray
Maybe
eyes
she
went
even
on
tipped
and
me
on,
right
his voice
by.
droning, until I no longer
You should
cared
think
what
about
happened
those
to
things.
me, or why.
It's good for your nerves.
I think I was beginning to nod.
It's not only good
When
for
from
your
the corner
nerves,
of my
but
eye,
it's good for your education.
I saw the door open slightly. I
Yeah.
didn't stir.
You
Gray
guys
eyes droned
always
on.
think you'll make it.
A man was standing in the doorway behind him.
Take the
A small man with small
Leave
hands.
for Mexico.
And he held a
All
small
right.
finger up to his lips.
But we've
His
got
small feet
so
made
much
quick,
time.
noiseless steps. He stopped silently behind
So
the chair
much
in which
time.
Gray Eyes was sitting. Then he raised
You know,
a small
it
gun
may
in
take
his
us
small
time,
fist.
But we're...
Gray Eyes emitted a small gasp and fell forward at my feet. I stared down at him stupidly. The small man chuckled.
I am so small, and yet I have so much strength. It is revolting.
I think you killed him.
Perhaps. So, you did not expect to see me, no?
No.
My friend, I did not observe you all these years for nothing. When the deed was done, I knew that your romantic American soul would eventually betray you. Yes, and so I said to myself, Dangler, I said, you must go to Tillery Street. Endure the cold and the wind, but watch, and be patient while you watch. Yes, this I did. And you see, my patience was rewarded.
Dangler?
Yes, my friend.
Tell me, how bad are things?
My friend, I will tell you this. The situation for you is desperate, but not serious. I will guarantee safe conduct for you over the border to Mexico. But you must insist that I accept and press upon me when I refuse a fair share of the money.
The money?
Precisely. Now, what would be fair? Well, in view of the difficult situation, we should share equally. Yes, 1,000 for me, 1,000 for you. And then you will give me the balance of 8,000 for expenses. Yes, for expenses.
Give you 9,000.
A truly fair and honorable distribution. Especially, my friend, when you consider that the 9,000 you give me is an item which is completely deductible. Yes, deductible from your income tax.
I see. And suppose I refuse your offer?
How can you refuse? Didn't I save your life by assaulting this thug from behind? And didn't I have the good sense to snatch your wallet when you so stupidly fell in the street? Yes. See? Here it is. It was I who took it, before the police could examine it.
You have the... Let me see it.
Yeah, you may have it.
Here, wait. What? Where's my cards, my identification?
Where's his identification, he asks. I told you you were stupid. Would I dare walk about with your identification cards upon my person? Idiot! I begin to feel it is not safe to deal with you.
All right. I'll play ball.
I begin to feel you have a little good sense. Now, where is the money?
You think I carry it with me?
Well, with a man like you, who knows? Very well, you must arrange to get it. I will be waiting for you at my office. Do not come there. Call me. Then we will contrive to meet. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. Now, I shake your hand and wish you well. If you succeed in going out once more into Tillery Street and coming out safely with the money, I will be waiting for you. And if you do not come out, I will make a small novena for you. Hey, goodbye, my friend. Goodbye.
I shut off all process of thought and feeling. Reason was useless in an irrational world. Feeling dangerous in a dangerous one. I moved like an automaton, moving now from A to B, from B to C, from Rutherford Street to Tillery. Gray Eyes and Dangler. Both had made Tillery Street their point of arrival and departure, and the point of my rebirth. I took the chance that might rent the black curtain and let in the sun, or rent my heart and let out my life. I returned to Tillery Street.
Yes?
Good evening.
What can I do? Oh, hello. How are you?
You know me?
Oh, why shouldn't I know you? I couldn't see you under that head at first. What can I do for you?
Have you got an evening paper that I could look at?
No, I'm sorry. I never read them. Too much trouble in the world these days, anyhow. How have you been? You haven't been around in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes, well, I've been busy. Look, Pop, I made a bet with a guy that even though you see so many customers, you'd walk right up and give me my full name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know it. I don't think I ever heard your name.
Oh.
But I know your girl.
My girl? My girl? Oh, you do? Well,
yes.
Now maybe I can still win my bet, huh?
Of course. Ruth. She lives right across the street. The Tillery Apartments.
Well, that's right. Ruth. Ah. But now, what apartment?
Apartment 3C, of course. Don't I take the sandwiches up there every night?
3C. Yes. Well, thanks.
Will you win your bet, mister?
What? Oh, yes, I think I will.
What's your name so I'll know it next time?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
So long.
So long, Pop. I'll be seeing...
What's the matter? You dropped something?
Nothing. Nothing. Just tying my shoe. I'd just been going to walk out when I saw him standing across the street. A man built like Gray Eyes, dressed like him. And I knew he was looking for me. I ducked down behind the store window and watched him. He looked over in my direction and then up and down the street, lit a cigarette, and then strolled down to the corner. The minute he disappeared, I yanked the door open, dashed out, and ran across to the Tillery Apartments and went in.
Who is it?
Ruth?
Yes?
It's me.
Dan! Oh, Danny! What? Get in here. Oh, darling, it's really you. I thought...
Hello, Ruth.
Oh, Danny, why did you come here? He's been around twice a day. He may be in the neighborhood right now, for all you know. Who? Well, Slattery, of course.
Does he got gray eyes?
What? Yeah, did you ever see a detective that didn't?
Sure, but...
Danny, what's the matter with you? You're acting so strangely.
I just wanted to look at you.
You seem so different, so far away. You haven't kissed me.
Well, that's easily fixed.
Oh, darling, where have you been?
All around. Miss me?
You know I did. Oh, Danny, do you think we could get away tonight? I've got some money saved up. We could go to Mexico or South America. We could get married. Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Nearing, tour the world.
Daniel Nearing. And wife.
Sounds plenty good to me.
You'll never know how good.
We'll get out of here tonight. I'll call up and tell them I'm quitting my job. I'll say I'm sick. All my stuff's here. Nothing's out there but a couple of uniforms. I'll make Ada and Franklin a present of those.
Ada and Franklin?
Don't you bother your pretty head about those two. Maybe they weren't glad when it happened. Couple of vultures. Goodbye to them. Oh, with your back, Danny. Just think of the money I have. We can.
Do you think you ought to have quit your job?
I never was cut out to be a nurse.
No, you weren't, were you? Any more than I was cut
Any more than you were meant to be a secretary.
That's right. I never wanted to be a secretary. I just drifted into it, I guess, and it got on my nerves, especially towards the end, huh? The boss was no cinch to work for.
He certainly wasn't. He was a rat. Oh, the whole Dietrich bunch are mean, rotten, the whole family.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll accept the old man.
Oh, the old man. Yeah, I sort of liked him, didn't I?
He loves you too, Danny. I think he wished you'd been his son. Poor old man. He's the only reason I've stuck around out there this long.
How are things out there?
How could you expect them to be?
Not very pleasant, huh?
Oh, it's been great. Just great. But the questioning and keeping after me and me sick to my stomach with worry for you. Not knowing where you were, if you were alive or dead. Oh, Danny, it's been horrible. But you're back. With me, and that's all that matters. I just want to forget everything. The Dietrichs, New Jericho.
New Jericho, huh?
Everything that happened.
Like what?
Oh, darling, please, let's not talk about it. We're the important thing now. I must know what's going to become of you. Because whatever it is, means me, too.
I don't know, Ruth. I don't know. I saw Dengler today.
Franklin's lawyer?
Yeah?
Where?
He passed me on the street.
Did he see you?
No.
Are you sure he didn't? Are you sure, darling?
He didn't speak to me.
Well, you know how clever he is. He just let you go by and follow you.
Why? Why wouldn't he talk to me if he saw me?
Well, he figures you're dangerous, darling. It wouldn't be safe for him to try it alone.
Why am I dangerous?
Well, whether it's true or not, darling, doesn't matter. It's what he believes that counts. And he believes like the rest of them. You know that.
Yes. Yes, I guess I do.
Danny, look at me. Oh, my dear. Your poor, tired eyes. Your face so strained. You need a shave, too. When did you sleep last?
Sleep? I hadn't thought about it. I don't remember. That you can believe, Angel. I don't remember when I slept last.
Danny, we must wait until the moon is down, and we'll try to leave then. But now I want you to go in there and have a hot shower and a shave and then sleep for a while. You must, darling. You can't go on like this.
I found my way to the bath without making a blunder, and the warm water felt good. I stood under the shower for a long, long time. It would have been pleasant to stand out the rest of my life just that way, under that soothing spray. In the medicine cabinet, I found a safety razor, shaving cream. I usually have trouble with a new razor. It takes me time to grow accustomed to it. But this one felt just fine. I slipped into my shirt and trousers and found my way to the bedroom. On a small tray near the bed, Ruth had placed a hot glass of milk and some toast. I was hungry. I ate. I slid between the sheets and they caressed my body with a gentleness that I hadn't known since childhood.
Everything all right, darling?
Right now,
Here, let me tuck you in and open the window. The air's good for you. I'll leave the shade up. Don't turn a light on.
The dark feels warm and friendly.
Cigarette before you doze off?
No, thanks. I don't smoke. Sure.
I like your eyes by matchlight, darling. They shine. No, don't blow it out. Let me. I'll make a wish. There.
What was your wish?
To be with you forever. Just to be with you like this. Feeling your dear face, your chin, your jaw. Closing my eyes and still knowing you're here near me. This is all I want out of life. I wouldn't change places with any woman who knows and is sure she has her man forever.
knows no one might come at any minute to take him from her. You're all I want, Danny. Forever. Now and forever. Because for us, darling, forever is now.
And then I slept. And yet I didn't sleep. The dream held more reality than the bed I was in. The dream held no distortions, no goblin shapes, no complete persons at all. Nothing in it but a pair of feet and a patch of pavement just large enough to contain them. They kept moving forward toward me, towards my eyes, and the pavement kept slipping past beneath them like a treadmill going the other way. It was as though I were moving backwards away from the feet, and they kept moving toward me, coming toward me, toes pointed straight at me, remorseless and inevitable. That simple pair of black-shod feet, never at a run, always at the same, even, implacable, persistent walk. The cushioned thud of their incessant fall on the pavement, the rhythm of the walk. Pat, 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 pat. The echoing night sound when streets are still with someone coming towards you in the distance. It was as though the feet knew they needn't hurry, for nothing, no one could escape them. And then slowly they began to gain on me, closer and closer to my eyes. There was no escape. To turn aside and let them go by was impossible. The crevice between the soul and the pavement opening and closing like a hungry mouth, grazing, threatening to trap and crush and trample me. And that's when I gasped from air and jumped from the bed. Cold sweat poured down my legs and back. I was stifling. The darkness in the room lay over my head like a blanket. It seemed to shut out the air. Still gripped by the terror of the dream, I threw on the light, leaned out of the window, and sucked in huge gulps of cold, clean air.
Danny!
Huh?
Danny, get away from that window!
Ruth, I just saw he's down there. That man, like gray eyes.
Without the light.
I must see if... He's standing in front of the hydrant. He's coming in here, in the building.
Did he see you?
Ruth, I need... Will you help me?
What are you going to do?
Go down and face it. I can't stand it.
No, you can't.
It's better than waiting for it here
No,
like this.
darling, no. You haven't got a chance. They'll send you to the chair.
The chair?
Well, what did you think happens to a man when he's guilty of murder?
Murder? Ruth, listen to me. I'm not a murderer. If the whole world says I committed murder, I say I didn't. The me that's in me says I didn't.
I never said you were, Danny. I always said you didn't do it. But they found the body and they... Oh, if only you hadn't run away.
So that's it.
You shouldn't have done it. Why did you come here, Danny? Why?
Ruth, quick. We've got to get out of here. How about the fire escape, the shaft, the dumbwaiter?
Dumbwaiter? Oh,
Lock
here.
that kitchen door. I'll stand on top and work the ropes.
I don't think it can hold us both.
It's got to. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, Danny, what do we do?
We're going back there to New Jericho.
To Jericho? Oh, no, Danny, don't. Please. For me, don't do it.
I've got to find out. We're going together.
No, Danny. No, I've got the money. We can get out of here.
Stop it.
Danny, you're hurting me.
From here on in, we're sticking together. You're going to take me back there. Back where it happened.
All right, darling, all right. It's crazy, but I'll go wherever you go. I can't lose you again.
In tonight's full hour of suspense, Robert Montgomery, our star, appears as Frank Townsend, with Lurene Tuttle playing opposite him as Ruth Dillon, in William Spear's production of The Black Curtain by Cornell Woolrich. Tonight's study in suspense.
In just a moment, we will return with Act Two of The Black Curtain. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Now we bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Robert Montgomery as Frank Townsend, alias Danny Nearing, and Doreen Tuttle as Ruth Dillon in Act 2 of The Black Curtain, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
On the train, Ruth and I said very little to each other. While I'd hid in the phone booth at the Penn station, she'd bought us a couple of cheap raincoats. And I sat hunched up in mine, thinking, yet not daring to think. Ruth had brought along the newspaper clippings. I read them for the 20th time. They all read alike. Dietrich Slayer sought. Secretary wanted in brutal slaying at suburban estate. Police are pressing the search for Daniel Nearing, secretary in the employ of the late John Dietrich, 58, member of a well-known local family who was shot and killed in the drawing room of his New Jericho estate on the morning of December 15th. The wall safe was robbed of $10,000. Nearing disappeared December 15th, on the morning of which date he is known to have had a bitter quarrel with the deceased. This last was attested to at the inquest by Ada and Franklin Dietrich, widow and brother of the murdered man. I had all the facts now. Wanted for murder. And yet everything that was in me told me that no matter who I had been, however many memories I had lost, that I was no killer, that I just couldn't have...
New Jericho!
I had to get into the Dietrich house and stand again in that room where it all had happened. Maybe something would come back to me. Maybe there would be...
New Jericho!
Oh, Danny. Oh, I'm so frightened. What if someone here at the station should see you?
That would be fatal.
Oh, darling, let's just go away. Let's go. Danny, be careful. It's the station master. He knows you.
He's coming this way.
Quick, behind this post. Now, don't move.
Evening. Evening, Miss Dillon.
Oh, good evening, Mr. April.
Hey, thought I saw somebody get off with you.
Oh, yes, just some man. He went to the cab stand.
Oh, stranger.
Oh, it's cold.
Bad night. Trains lead all up and down the line.
Well, this time of year, you know.
Gotta expect it, as the fellow says. Just going home, Miss Dillon? Pretty shivery. Give you a lift out the Dietrich house.
No, thank you. They're sending the station wagon for me.
Nasty night to wait.
Oh, I don't mind. Really, I don't.
See where that Nearing fella, or Townsend, or whatever he calls himself now.
Townsend?
He was hiding out in the city on Rutherford Street under the name Townsend. City detective caught up with him, and this Nearing, he fractured his skull.
Oh.
Yeah, bad actor, that fella. Always thought so. Well, detective's in the hospital. Don't expect him to live, says here in the paper. City police have orders to shoot to kill.
Oh, no.
Shoot to kill. Only thing to do with a mad dog, shoot to kill. Hey there. You all right, Miss Dillon?
Oh, yes, I'm just feeling... I'm all right.
Well, are you sure you don't want me to...
No, I'm fine, Mr. April, I'm fine. You go ahead. I'll wait for the Dietrichs in the station.
Well, shoot yourself, I always say. Good night, Miss Dillon. Merry Christmas!
Good night, Mr. April. Danny. All right, Danny.
Listen, Ruth, what he said just now, I didn't attack that detective.
It doesn't matter, darling. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It matters more than anything else in the whole world, because now I'm a mad killer and I didn't attack or kill anyone. Not anyone. It was Dengler. He hit that detective with...
Danny, who would believe you? Franklin's lawyer, a man weighing less than...
You've got to believe me. If you don't believe me about this, then you must believe that I killed Dietrich, too.
All I know is that I love him. Quick. Oh, in the bushes. Did you see them?
Who was it?
It was Ada and Franklin in the station wagon.
Then the house will be safe for us. There's no one there.
No one for a while. Except the old man.
Maybe he's out, too.
Oh, Danny, that's a cruel joke. You know how he feels about you.
Yes, but it seems that everything I say is a cruel joke, whether I know it or not. Let's go. Open the door, Ruth. Hurry. I've got to see the inside. That room, the place where it happened.
It's wrong, Danny. It's wrong. I'm telling you, you're crazy. They'll find you.
Open the door, Ruth, quick. All right, now. Let's have a look at the room.
Please, Danny, please. Don't talk about it.
So this is where I'm supposed to have murdered John Dietrich.
Danny, please.
Where was it? Show me exactly where it was, Ruth. I've got to know.
It was there. Right there. He was standing by the grandfather's clock. Are you going crazy, Danny? If they get you, you'll hang.
The clock. You still believe me, don't you, Ruth?
I believe you, Daddy, but I'm scared. And I love you.
Ruth. What's that? Listen.
That's only the old man. He's asleep in that room off there. Don't go in there, Danny. Don't, please. You'll wake him.
I want to see him.
Don't, Danny. He can't help you.
Turn on the light. I want to see him. I looked at him, lying there. The old man who was supposed to love me like a son. The old man who breathed and ate and suffered, but did not live. Inert, shaped in the likeness of a human form that might have been molded out of pink dough. Cheeks sunken, limbs withered, sucking air greedily through lips that were distorted O. The old man stared up at me from his bed. Every nerve, every muscle in his body were paralyzed. He could neither talk nor move. He was doomed to endless days of seeing and hearing, filled with the secrets of others, secrets he was forced to carry to the grave with him. And this was the old man on whom I had planned my last hopes.
Oh, there, you woke him. It's me, Mr. Dietrich. Ruth. This is Danny. You remember Danny, don't you?
Hello, Mr. Dietrich.
See how his eyes are shining.
Yeah. Was he here when it happened?
You know that, Danny. Why do you ask such funny questions? He's been in bed here for 5 years.
That mirror on the wall there. The clock. Look, you can see the grandfather's clock in the other room.
What are you getting at, Danny?
He could see it. The old man could see the murder through the mirror. If he could only talk.
But he can't talk. You scare me, Danny.
He saw the man who killed John Dietrich. Look, he understands what I'm saying. He's blinking his eyes.
Oh, stop torturing him, Danny. Can't you see what you're doing to him?
He's trying to say something. Look, his eyes are blinking. He's going to help me. Go outside and watch, Ruth. Go on.
I'll watch out at the entranceway. Be careful, Danny. They'll be back any minute.
Leave me alone with him.
I'll call if I hear them coming.
Yeah. Look, now, Mr. Dietrich, don't be afraid. I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to answer me. Are you going to tell me something about the murder? Now, blink your eyes. Blink twice if you are. That's it. That's it. Once, twice. That's good. Did you see it happen? Here, in your mirror? Blink once if the answer is no, twice if the answer is yes. Once. Twice. You did, huh? You saw it. Now then, is the murderer in this house?
Danny, they're coming. Franklin and Ada. Get out of here. Hide! Run, Danny, run!
The murderer in this house. Blink once for no, twice for yes. Yes.
Danny, they're coming!
Wait, I almost got it, Mr. Dietrich. Mr. Dietrich, was it me?
Oh,
once
Danny,
for
come
me,
on,
once for
come
no,
on.
twice for yes. Was it me?
Get out of here, Danny, please. Get the big room behind the curtains. I'll talk to them. They're here.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Dietrich. I'll be right back.
Oh, Ruth? Ruth, is that you in Father's room?
Yes, Mrs. Dietrich.
Oh. You here alone?
Oh, yes, I am. Why?
We thought we heard voices. What are you so jittery about, Ruth?
I'm just tired, that's all. May I go to bed now?
Oh, is Father still awake, Ruth?
Well, he'll go to sleep all right. I'm going upstairs, Mrs. Dietrich, now.
All right, good night, Ruth.
Good night.
Good night.
She's brought someone back here with her. It's him, I think.
Who? Dan? Oh, Franklin.
Take it easy. If he's here, we'll get him.
After the evidence we gave against him at the hearing. Franklin, I'm scared. Let's get out of here fast. I'll go to the village with the police.
Call the police. I'll do it.
Yes.
Hello. Hello. Oh, too late. It's dead. The wire's cut. Come on, we'll both drive to the village.
No, he may be waiting for us out by the car, Franklin. You... Huh? What do you mean? Oh. What are you doing there, Franklin?
I think I just might need my gun. Well, let's be on our way.
Now, Mr. Dietrich, you're helping me find. You know I'm trying to save my life, don't you? Now, the murderer, was it me? Was it me who did it? Me, Danny Nearing. Blink once for no. Once. Once! You're sure? You're sure it wasn't me? You're smiling, Mr. Dietrich, you're smiling. Now, was it somebody in this house? Then who was it? Can't you make a sound? Help me, you've got to. Was it Ada? Twice for yes, once for no. Once. Not Ada. All right. Then was it Franklin? Was it...
Up with the hands, Nearing. Up or you'll never go to trial.
Franklin, you've got to listen. You've got...
Shut up and drop that flashlight. Trying to kill the old man, too, huh? The murderer returns to the scene of his crime.
You know I didn't kill him.
Tell that to the police. Ada'll have him here in a couple of minutes. Where's your girlfriend, Ruth?
She's not here. I don't know where she went.
Never mind, they'll find her. You're a dead duck, Nearing. Killed my brother and beat it, huh? What did you get out of it? That's always puzzled me.
You killed your brother, and now you're going to kill me.
Oh, you've gone nuts, too. Why should I kill my own brother, you idiot?
To get his share of the estate and his wife, Ada, among other things. But you can't stop with killing me. Someone else knows the truth. The old man saw it in the mirror. You'll have to kill your own father, too.
The old man saw it?
He
How do you know?
told me. He told me.
You're lying. He can't talk. He can't even move.
He can hear, and he can blink his eyes. Come over here and look.
Look here, I want...
Oh, Ruth!
I had to do it, Danny. I heard him. He was going to kill you. Here's his gun, Danny. Take it.
But, Ruth, you shouldn't have in another minute. I'm not sure it was Franklin.
Dan, darling, please, let's run for it. They'll be here in a second. It's your last chance. They'll all swear you did it.
Not if I can be with the old man another half a minute. Mr. Dietrich, it's
No,
Danny
Danny,
again.
don't.
Tell me,
please.
Mr. Dietrich, was it Franklin? Did Franklin kill your son, John? Blink once if he did. What's the matter, Mr. Dietrich? Don't be afraid. I won't hurt you. Why are you afraid? He's afraid, Ruth. Oh, it's this gun. Take the gun, Ruth. You take it. He's afraid. I'm not going to hurt you, Mr. Dietrich. What's the matter? Why don't you answer me? Who killed John Dietrich? It wasn't me. It wasn't Ada. It wasn't Franklin. But someone in this house. Was it... Ruth? Ruth? You.
I told you not to come. Oh, I love you, Danny. And I wanted you. I wouldn't have let them get you.
Why, Ruth? Why? Why did you kill John Dietrich?
He was always after me. He wouldn't leave me alone. And I hated him. And then that night he came at me. He threatened me, said he'd kill me. If he couldn't have me, nobody could. He had a gun, Danny. And I got it away from him. He hit the clock. He leaned against it. I thought he'd never fall down and die. I took the money to make it look like robbery. It was the day you ran away. I was crazy, I know. And they thought it was you. And they started looking.
You. Why was it you?
I love you, Danny. I love you. I begged you not to come back here.
Ruth, put that gun down.
No. Don't come near me, Danny. I just want to look at you. Just once more. I was hoping we could get away together. But you've been through enough because of me.
All right, open up. Open up.
And now you're clear, Danny. And this is going to clear me. Forever. My darling.
Ruth, no, they'll kill you. Well, that's about all there is to tell, I guess. Ruth faced that door, fired a shot into the ceiling,
and the guns of the police chopped her down. That's the way she wanted it, I guess. It was gray eyes, bandaged head and all. But what's the use of talking about it? I'm trying to put it all behind me. Resume my life where it left off 3 years ago. Sometimes when it gets toward evening, I walk along Tillery Street, and once in a while, somebody I don't know, will say, "Hello, Danny." And I just say, "Hello," and walk on. I don't want to find out anything anymore. I want it all to die away and be still. And it will, all except Ruth. Because somewhere behind that black curtain, I was loved and loved someone. We must have known a love that I'll never know again.
And so closes The Black Curtain, tonight's tale of Suspense. In a moment, the spokesman of Suspense and tonight's star, Robert Montgomery, will be back. For the benefit of latecomers among our audience, may we say that Suspense is now being heard as a full-hour program on Saturday nights at this hour, 8 to 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Suspense, as always, is produced, edited, and directed by William Spear.
Our musical director and conductor is Lud Gluskin. The composer of our original scores is Lucien Morawek. Lorraine Tuttle appeared opposite Mr. Montgomery as Ruth Dillon, and you heard performances by Kathy Lewis, Janet Nolan, Sidney Miller, Conrad Binion, Jack Crucian, Bill Conrad, Jerry Hausner, Paul Fries, Ira Grosell, Junius Matthews, Harry Lang, and Joseph Kearns.
This is Bill Spear, twice as much as out of breath as usual after our first hour production of Suspense. I certainly want to thank everyone connected with our venture this evening, and naturally it begins with Mr. Montgomery. Bob, this is going to be truly wonderful working with you.
Thank you, Bill. We didn't have much more time, and we don't have much more time, and I think all of us are about ready to wrap up and go home. In the next weeks of Suspense, we plan to bring you the very best of novels and plays. Stories by such acknowledged masters and mistresses in the art of suspense as Mary Belloc Lowndes, Dashiell Hammett, Agatha Christie, Eric Ambler, John Buchan, James M. Cain, Graham Greene, Raymond Chandler, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and last but by no means least, Mr. William Shakespeare. Mr. Spear and I, and all of us, would be tremendously interested to know what you think about the new Saturday night full hour of Suspense. Any suggestions and comments that you may have will certainly be valuable to us. We hope that from now on you will want to set this hour aside each week and leave the door of your radio ajar for us. See you next Saturday.
Robert Montgomery is currently being seen in the Universal International production, Ride the Pink Horse. Don't forget, next Saturday, 8 to 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, another 60 minutes of
Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is Robert Montgomery, inviting you to join us for the story of a woman named Eve. Tonight's study in Suspense. An hour of suspense. A full 60 minutes at this time, with the distinguished actor-director, Mr. Robert Montgomery, as your host. Tonight, our star is Miss June Havoc. Miss Havoc will appear in The Black Angel, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed by William Spear. Mr. Montgomery. I believe an apple is honest. Until a couple of days ago, I don't suppose I'd given an apple a solid thought in months. But it was a warm afternoon, and the striped awning over the fruit stand offered shade. And besides, I found myself staring at the apples. All lined up they were, in nice even rows, shiny and round and red. They were supposed to tempt me, and they did. The first thing you know, I picked one out and shined it up. And then I looked at it close. For the first time, I think I understood why an artist ever set up an easel in front of an apple and painted it. It's really very beautiful, a good apple is. The way the red dissolves into the yellow. It's warm. It's full of promise. I bit into it, and then I got to thinking. That coloring, I thought, is just a come-on. A private sales promotion to make you want it. As a matter of fact, an apple does its advertising in an extremely honest fashion. Mind you, I'm not selling apples, but even a bad apple says, here's a blemish, a spot, a fault. If you take me, you take the bad of me with the good. And don't say I didn't warn you. So you can take an apple on its face value. And that's what I was doing. But as I ate it, I found myself wishing that all of nature's products were as frank and open. You choose a friend, a sweetheart. The come-on, the sales campaign, the covering, maybe it lives up to its promise, and maybe it doesn't. With an apple, you can tell. So the one I was munching on set me to thinking about apples and people, about the confusion that arose when the first apple and the first human being got together. The forbidden fruit and the woman, Eve. That name reminded me of the only Eve I ever knew very much about, Eve Jeremy. I didn't actually know the Jeremys personally, Eve and Frank, but I don't think Hollywood will ever forget them. Eve and Frank Jeremy are memorable, not as individuals, but together as husband and wife. Not just because she was a beautiful actress, or because he was an influential producer, but because of what they became in combination. Let's take a look at Eve and Frank. Look past the covering and see what we find. Now, with the performance of our distinguished star, Miss June Havoc, as Eve Jeremy, we hope once again to keep you in suspense.
Frank? Is that you, Frank? Well, darling, we'd better get a move on. You know how Azadia is about her sit-down dinners. It's after 7 now, and it'll... Oh, Frank, you're not even dressed.
I can't go, baby.
Oh, for heaven's sake. What do you mean you can't go?
I've just been on the phone half an hour. Crawford won't do the part.
Well, she never was right for it anyway.
I thought she was. Anyway, she won't do it, and now I've got to find someone else.
Let's talk about it later, huh, darling? Go on, get your dinner jacket on, please.
Look, you go without me, honey. I've got so much to do.
I will not. I will not be the odd woman there. Oh, you know how Azadia is about how carefully she
Honey,
arranges
now listen,
every...
this is serious.
Oh.
Look, I didn't want to discuss it at home. I'm not the kind of guy who brings the office home every night. Maybe I'd be a bigger shot producer if I did. Anyway, business is lousy, see, just lousy. Money's frozen all over. It's all right for the big studios, MGM, Paramount, and Warner's, but it's murder right now for an independent.
I know.
Guys like me depend on money from the banks, honey. And even if I've got the best picture in the world, with money the way it is, I've got to have at least one big box office name, so the banks will think their investment is protected.
Oh, Frank, I know all about this. You told me enough about it when you explained why I couldn't play the part myself.
Well?
Oh, Frank, honey, I am sorry. I suppose it is terrible that I'm fussing over a little thing like a dinner party when you have...
Oh, that's better, sweet.
Well, Frank, why don't we go out to dinner anyhow? You know, it might relax you and take your mind off things.
No, honey, now, if I don't get my whole deal set within the next 48 hours and get word to New York about who my star is, we can't shoot this year. And frankly, if I can't afford, I simply just can't afford, I mean it literally, to lay out the rest of this year.
Well, Fontaine can't do it. Crawford won't. All right, who's it going to be?
Eve, there's just one star that's been right for it from the beginning. Now, you'll get sore again and we'll have a big shindy about it, but honestly, honey, now, if you could just believe me when I tell you that she doesn't mean anything to me. Nothing but a big...
Lorna Moore.
Yes, Lorna Moore.
And I suppose you've been talking to her, seeing her, trying to warm up that old...
I just hung up the phone from talking to her. I'm going to see her, and so that's why I can't go to dinner. She's out at the Malibu beach house. Oh, look, Eve, why can't you believe me when
Frank, leave me alone. Oh, what do you think I am? Do you think I'm going over to Azadia's and tell them the reason I'm alone is that you couldn't come? You had to go out and see Lorna Moore at her beach house in Malibu. Oh, I can just see that look on Azadia's face when you and Lorna and Azadia all used to be such great friends. You never went to have dinner at Azadia's alone up until 6 months ago. Oh, no. You always had Lorna along, even though she hadn't made a picture for you for 3 years. She wasn't a business deal then. Oh, no. All right. You know how I feel about everything, so you can just go and do as you exactly please.
Darling, if you just listen to me. I don't care about Lorna at all. You must know that. I don't even care for her particularly as an actress. But I need that name or I'm sunk.
She's the only available actress in the whole world that can play that part of
Yes, she's the only actress that I can get in a hurry with a big enough name. Oh. Okay, Eve, I'm going out to Malibu. Oh, honestly, honey, I don't think I'll be any more than an hour or so.
You can call Azadia from there. I'm not going to call her.
All right, I'll call up from there.
It wasn't like me. It really wasn't like me. But if a man would only understand that a woman is a really delicate, sensitive instrument. And, of course, that goes double if you're an actress. Frank was actually a very nice, sweet guy. A bit older, of course, but kind and swell. I guess I knew basically that Lorna didn't mean anything to him but business. But the whole thing seemed to explode that night. My wanting to be an important actress and the mortification of having a dinner party called off with me sitting there all dressed up and looking, well, really wonderful. I got up and put my coat on. I was so mad I was cold. I wandered into the living room. On the coffee table was a bottle of gin. Frank had just gotten it out, I guess, to start to make a martini. I let out a little into the jigger glass and I gulped it down. I thought some plaster had fallen off the ceiling and hit me on the chest for a minute. Then I saw something lying under the love seat. A little package. I untied it. It was from Rhinegold's. A gold compact. And on it was engraved, "To Lorna, dear, from Frank." I guess it was the gin made me decide to do it. Anyway, the next thing I knew, I was out in my car, backing out of the driveway and turning up Sunset. I knew I was headed for Malibu. All the way there, I did the most wonderful scenes in my mind. I'd knock on the door, then quickly open it so they wouldn't be able to get out of each other's arms. "Good evening." "Oh, no, please. Don't let me disturb you. I merely came to bring you this present that Frank, in his haste to get over to see you, neglected to bring. It's this lovely gold compact. He picked it out all by himself, of course. And that's his very own writing on it, too. Well, good night, and I'm certainly looking forward to your Academy Award performance in his new picture." I knew which house it was. A white one all by itself up on Trancas Beach, about a mile beyond Merle Oberon's. I stopped a couple of 100 feet from the house. Frank's car was nowhere in sight. I opened the wrought iron gate and walked on up to the door. There wasn't a light in the house. "Oh, please, no, don't let me disturb you. This lovely gold compact." I beg your pardon. Then I saw that the door was standing open a couple of inches. I pushed it wide open, took a couple of steps in and stood there. I smelled cigar smoke. A cigar. I was looking for them, but I couldn't see anybody. It was all dark in my end of the room, but at the other end, 30 or 40 feet across, it was quite bright and blue. Well, that's where they are, I thought. Out there on the terrace, looking at the sea, having a drink. I walked across the marble floor, black and white checkerboard. It was so beautiful. I stumbled over something as I made my way around a chaise. I kicked at it. Discarded boudoir slipper. But it wasn't. It was a foot and a leg. A silk-clad leg. And then I could see better. It looked like a tumbled mass of boudoir pillows. Perhaps a discarded negligee and a chaise coverlet all intermingled and allowed to fall into a neglected heap on the floor. There at that one place. I got down waveringly and edged aside one of the pillows. Satin it was. And so soft, so harmless. But someone had smothered her to death with it. I was sorry I'd tampered with that concealing pillow. I looked for one moment at that grimacing, suffused mask with a protruding tongue. Ah! And then panic came on. I made several confused half-turns this way and then that, and then I located the door and I sped for it. But just as I got there, the drunk was arriving. It was that drunk.
Lorna! Lorna! I came back. Forgive me, but I came back. I had to come back. I guess you can't speak to me, Lorna. I guess you aren't hardly able to speak to me, Lorna. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry for anything. Luella or somebody said you wanted to get married again, and I just couldn't stand it, Lorna. I didn't mean to do it. It's bad to you, Lorna. Oh, Lorna. Lorna, there's a phone. Do you want to speak to anybody, Lorna? Oh, you can't speak to anybody. No, you can't speak to anybody. Oh, Lorna can't come to the phone. Who wants to know? Well, Jerry, this is Jack. I'm her husband by a previous marriage. Wait a minute. I'll write it down. Oh, all the way from New York, huh? Sounds like you're just in the next room. Huh? Jerry Jordan. All right, Jerry. Kiss Broadway for me. No trouble, I'm sure. Lorna, I wish it were possible. Oh, Lorna. What's the matter? What's the matter? How you fall out? Huh, Lorna? Lorna!
I hadn't been able to move. I stood there for minutes after he'd gone. I remember I could hear the seagulls. And I wondered if seagulls were like vultures, if they knew that someone was dead on their beach. And about now, something very strange was happening to me. I was getting stronger, braver, more interested than shocked. I thought I'll call Frank. He must have gotten home by now. And then I remembered my fingerprints on the telephone. I wiped it off carefully with my handkerchief, even though I knew I was wiping away the drunk's fingerprints at the same time. By the phone was the piece of paper he had scrawled the message on. Jerry Jordan, it said. New York, Broadway. I put that in my pocket. Something shiny was lying on the floor near her. I thought it must be the compact. It had fallen out of my hand when I first stumbled. I bent down to pick it up. Oh, it was awful. Because it was her hand. It was a gold lipstick that she had in her hand. I let go. But then I looked at the white square of linoleum that was there. A letter. She'd scrawled a red letter on the marble with her lipstick. A big letter, J. While she was being suffocated, put to death with a satin pillow, she'd been trying to write the name of the man who was killing her. What an actress trick. What a corny actress trick, I thought. But J. Not so many men's names begin with J. Jerry Jordan begins with J, 2 of them. And Jack, her drunken ex-husband, that begins with J. And Frank Jeremy begins with J. And Frank is my husband. I picked up her address book, the beautiful white leather tooled address book on the phone table. I was getting panicky again. I was about to tear the J page out of it, but then I thought, no, that would look suspicious. It would look very suspicious. So I put the address book in my purse. And the phone was still ringing when I left. What to do? What to do? Let's see now.
Hello?
Oh, may I speak with Azadia, please?
They're all upstairs looking at the television, the wrestling matches. I wonder if I could take a message. This is Mike Romanoff.
Oh, Mike. Mike, this is Eve Jeremy.
Hello there, darling.
Hello.
Are you all right? We've been worried. Tried to call you. Azada said she couldn't understand why she hadn't heard from you.
Well, Mike, I've had this frightful headache. Just more than I could bear. Came on me while I was dressing, and I just had to lie down. It just won't stop. But didn't Frank call and tell you that we couldn't make it?
Haven't heard from Frank, isn't he?
No. That is, he had to go out, Mike, some business or something. You know how he is, so much in his mind.
I quite understand, dear. Terribly sorry about your headache.
Thank you. It's better now, but, well, I still don't think I'd better go out.
Oh, darling, I hope you understand I did my best to see it wasn't printed.
What? What wasn't printed, Mike?
You haven't seen tonight's Hollywood Hush, then?
Oh, that. Oh, well,
Of course, it's just that it was mean, and it happened in my restaurant, and I knew you'd understand.
Oh, of course I do, Mike.
Good night, my dear. See you soon. Take care of that headache.
Thank you, Mike. I will. Good night. The evening paper was where Frank had dropped it. I opened it to the Hollywood Hush column. It was the first item. If Frank Jeremy would like to get Lorna Moore back to work for him, starring in Eagle's Nest, his proposed new indie production, and if Lorna Moore would like to do the part for her ex-heart flutter, why can't they keep from fighting at that #1 table in Romanoff? It started politely yesterday over the consomme and ended up with shrieks for coffee. Round 2 was at today's lusty luncheon, during which Lorna did most of the talking at a medium shout, with Frank eating very dark bread indeed. If this keeps up, Mike Romanoff will be auctioning off seats at ringside tables. We're sure that Mrs. J understands it's all just business. J. Mrs. J. And then I heard them coming in.
Hello, baby. Don't be frightened, Evie. It's all right.
It's all right. It's good.
They think well, look at you.
I know about it, and it wasn't you. Tell them, Frank. Tell them it wasn't you. Tell them.
Yeah, tell us, Frank.
How did you know? Oh, the radio.
I was there. I was right there with...
Baby.
What'd you say, lady?
She didn't say anything.
She said she heard it on the radio.
Tell them, Frank.
I have been. 2 hours now. It doesn't seem to
He
help.
couldn't have. Don't you see? He couldn't have.
Yeah, we better let him go, Lieutenant. She says he couldn't have done it.
Shut up. Mrs. Jeremy, did you not... can you say with certainty what your husband's whereabouts were, have been since 7 o'clock this evening?
Baby.
Shut up. Can you, Mrs. Jeremy?
Listen, No.
You know he was going to visit out at Malibu, to visit Miss Lorna Moore.
Yes, I knew that. It was a business thing, and
Well, we got to get going.
Oh, Frank. Oh, Frank. Look, what have they done to you? Look, they've been fighting with you.
We ain't been fighting with them, but that Lorna Moore, she used to be a swimmer in the Olympics.
Your hand, darling, it's all bleeding.
She had long fingernails, too.
Her cat did that. I told you over and over again where they came from.
She wouldn't let him in, but her cat raked his hand.
It was outside the door. It had gotten out of...
Well, so much for the cat.
No, wait. Wait, won't he need something? Oh, Please, let me give him something to take with him.
It's all right, sweet.
I ran into his bedroom, looked around blindly, snatched up something at random from under one of the bed pillows, and I ran back with him. When I got there, the door was standing open, and the street beyond was empty. They hadn't waited. They were gone. I stood there in the open doorway, and the rolled-up pajamas dropped to the floor at my feet and lay there.
Sit down, Mrs. Jeremy.
Thank you.
It's just a technicality. I know it frightens people so, but it isn't final. It's just a legal phrase that's automatically spoken in these cases. Honey, I've seen Mr. Benedict get more people off on appeals and reversals. Haven't you, Mort? How about it, Mort? Haven't you?
Yeah.
He wouldn't even let me take the stand. And the compact and the address book, I do feel terrible, not being allowed
Honey, what could you have done? Don't you suppose he would have been the first to call you if it would have helped any? Mr. Benedict never overlooks a witness he thinks can help a case.
Really?
And he never uses one, and he thinks will weaken it. Does he, Mort? Mort, does he?
Well, now, you see, nobody saw you come or go there that night.
No, of course.
The jury wouldn't have believed you any more than the arresting detectives.
Nah.
They would have thought that you were making it up to try to shield your husband, and the sympathy you aroused for yourself would have worked in reverse.
Anyhow, honey, you have to admit he was mixed up with it.
Surely.
Well,
All right, I know that as well as he does. How are you, Mrs. Jeremy?
Oh, I'm fine. Then it's pretty bad, isn't it?
Let me have a cigarette, will you, Maud? Long day.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
It isn't over yet. You're taking the typical layman's point of view.
But isn't it all just circumstantial evidence? I just don't see how they can...
Sure it is. Now, Mr. Jeremy and I had a long talk this morning. Long talk. You understand that I've felt from the very beginning, and I've been very frank with you as to my reasons for thinking so, that you shouldn't appear on the stand.
Yes, I know, Mr. Benedict.
However, I expressed to Mr. Jeremy your natural desire to come forward and tell the circumstances that you detailed to us. Your visit to the beach house and the detail about the probable explanation for the gold compact.
There's no probable explanation for the compact. I told you, Mr. Benedict.
Yes. At any rate, Mr. Jeremy and I had a long talk again about the advisability of your going on the stand.
Yes?
He's absolutely dead set against it. Now, if you insist on it, of course I shall have to introduce you. But let me once again say that if you do, you'll hurt our side more than you'll help it.
Well, you all know so much more about it
That's
than
right.
I do.
That's right. Mr. Jeremy, it is his wish, and it's also mine. He doesn't want you to get all smeared up, too, if it can be avoided.
and the wife isn't required to testify anyway, you know, honey. Now, you mustn't
Mr.
feel
Benedict,
lost.
There's one thing I haven't told you. I was confused and worried about Frank, and... Well, anyway, I didn't think of it again until just lately. Her address book. When I was there, I found her
I
address...
don't want to hear about it, Mrs. Jeremy. Well, you just hold on. You're being wonderful about it. This is a real test, and you're taking it like a major. Come on, I'll take you downstairs and put you in a taxi. Do you want Maud or the girl to ride home with you to your place?
No, thank you. I'll be all right. I'll have to get used to going around alone. From now on, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
The defendant will rise.
Oh, Frank.
Take it easy, sweet. It's going to be all right.
What does the jury find?
We find the defendant, Frank Jeremy, guilty of murder in the first degree.
In tonight's full hour of suspense, June Havoc, our star, appears as Eve Jeremy in William Spears' production of Eve. Tonight's study in suspense. just a moment, we will return with Act Two of Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is Robert Montgomery again. Quote, "A woman is a delicate, sensitive instrument, and that goes double if the woman is also an actress." Unquote. Eve Jeremy said that a long time ago, before Lorna Moore was murdered. Now the sensitive instrument that is Eve Jeremy is forced to follow a course that she's never planned for herself. A course dictated by somebody else's verdict. A verdict of guilty of murder in the first degree.
We bring back to our Hollywood soundstage our star, Miss June Havoc, as Eve Jeremy, with William Johnstone as Frank Jeremy, and Wally Marr as Jerry Jordan in Eve. Tonight's study in Suspense.
Right over there, Mrs. Jeremy. The second booth.
Thank you.
You have 5 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
Frank,
There. Now, take it easy, sweet. We don't have much time.
I have to talk to you like this through an iron screen, not even to be able to touch you and...
That's sweet is sweet. When a guy's been convicted.
Don't. I know you didn't do it. I know you didn't.
Of course I didn't, sweet, but it's just one of those things. Circumstantial evidence.
But, Frank, there must be something.
I was pretty optimistic during the trial because I knew I didn't do it, I guess. But now that I look back on it, they had enough coincidence pieced together to convict a dozen innocent men.
Frank, how can you be so calm? How can you...
What's the use of being anything else? I'm like an old man waiting to...
Oh, don't. Oh, don't.
But there's one thing I want you to know, dear. I want to be sure you didn't believe that I was starting over with her. Or that she meant anything to me at all.
Didn't.
She was a star and I was a producer.
I know.
I needed her for my picture. She's a... Well, she was a big name in pictures. You knew I'd been seeing her, and when I quarreled with her, it was about you, dear.
Oh, darling, honestly, I know.
I just wanted to be sure. You know, I've got nothing to hide now.
Frank, how much more time is there?
2 or 3 minutes.
No, I mean...
Oh, November the 16th.
November the 16th, 6 weeks.
Yes.
Frank, I'm going to do something.
What can you do,
Oh,
sweet?
don't you realize there's a murderer running around loose? Some man who's free and having fun and going out with girls. The man who did the thing that you're going to be...
Yeah.
I'm going to find him.
How could you find him, sweet? The police tried
They
for weeks.
didn't try. All they wanted was to convict you.
But it's nice to hear you say it, sweet. Because I...
What?
Because it makes me know that you really did love me.
Oh.
You see, sweet, there are things you can face when you're like this that you didn't dare talk about or even think about before. I always loved you, Eve. But you were so much younger and full of ambition and...
Oh, don't. Please don't, Frank.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweet. I wish I could have done things for you. There won't be much left for you now. You know how it is in this business. You spend it as fast as you make
stop,
it.
Frank. I don't care.
Oh, I'm a heel. Forgive me, sweet, but it's wonderful to know how you do feel.
Frank, I'm not going to let this thing happen. There must be something. There must be some clue
Well,
somewhere.
don't you think the police thought
But
of...
there are things the police didn't know. Things I saw. Things maybe you saw when you were up there and didn't tell them.
I couldn't very well have told them anything about that. My whole defense was that I hadn't been up there. But there wasn't anything. Nothing important.
There must have been something. Whoever was there before you, whoever did it must have left some trace.
Well,
I know what I'm going to do.
what do you...
Her address book. I took it away in my purse because, well, it was open at the letter J and your name was in it. It was a silly thing to do, but I have it now and I...
Don't do it, Eve. I love you to want to, but I can't stand to have you in this
Frank,
mess.
I'm an actress. I can carry it off. Now tell me, please, wasn't there anything you noticed when
Well, I was only there a second. I saw her right away and I never beat it. There was only,
Well, Frank?
A smell.
A what?
Cigar smoke.
Yes. I remember that, too.
Time's up, Mrs. Jeremy.
Frank, I'll write every day.
All right, Mrs. Jeremy.
Goodbye, darling.
So long, sweet.
October 5th. Frank, darling, I've been studying the address book. Under the J's, there are only 3 others besides yours. And I'm going after them one at a time. Tomorrow, I'm going down to see Lieutenant Trout at the Homicide Bureau. I won't tell him anything, but he always seemed to me to be one of the few who tried to be fair. And I might need help. Oh, darling, I know it isn't much. But you must keep on hoping. Something will happen. And if only because I love you so desperately. So desperately.
What's your angle, Mrs. Jeremy?
My angle?
Yeah. Why are you doing all this?
Why, he's my husband, and I love him, and
Look, Mrs. Jeremy, the cops around this town aren't exactly dummies, you know. We know what you were like before you married him. We know that what you kept on being after you married him. Everybody seems to have known it except him.
All right, Dick Tracy. A person can change, can't they?
Sure they can. The cop just hates to have anyone think they can make a sucker out of him. You know how it is.
He can skip the apologies, if that's what they're supposed to be.
Sure. And what's this new evidence? Anything specific?
Well, not very.
Well, for instance.
Did you know that Lorna Moore had a first husband named Jack?
Yeah? Go on.
Well, it just occurred to me that he might be worth investigating.
Why?
Because, well, how do you know he wasn't some kind of madman or drunk or something that got off on a spree or something and just came out and killed her?
You're pretty smart.
Thank you.
That nobody can take away from you. You're smart, Mrs. Jeremy. I suppose you've been through the old newspaper files and you dug that up. The drama appealed to you. You thought of tomorrow's newspaper files. Actress, wife of convicted man, frees adored husband at last moment by securing evidence overlooked by bungling police.
You're very insulting.
Then maybe the next day the caption would read, Hollywood Studios vie in effort to place Eve Jeremy, glamorous actress detective, under contract.
I want to forget everything you've just said. I haven't the time to allow myself the luxury of putting you in your place. Now, please listen to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Jeremy. I really am. It isn't fair to string this out any longer. It's just that a policeman gets a little irritated sometimes at all the help private citizens try to give him in a case like this. I withdraw any untoward remarks I may have made, Mrs. Jeremy.
Thank you. I forgive you.
Now, regarding Jack Gordon, the murdered woman's ex-husband, he is a lush, and he is, as you say, a slightly unpredictable and screwy guy. However, we've already questioned him, investigated him thoroughly, and we're satisfied with his story. We can prove that he was near the Malibu beach house that night. And there's nothing there that would incriminate him, no fingerprints or anything.
No.
Unless, of course, you want to step forward and say you were in the murder room and saw him.
Well, I really... No, of course not. I
don't want to go that far, hmm?
Of course not.
All right. Is there anything else besides Gordon?
Nothing definite. Well, not yet. But I have a plan, and I want your help when I want your help.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Tell me, what kind of evidence would I have to have? How specific?
To upset a first-degree murder rap?
Yes.
Something in writing.
Oh, that's not so easy.
You got a suspect in mind? Some particular person?
Well, not yet.
But you might have. Well, there's one other thing. It's an old trick, but it's still good.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Ever see one of these things?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Talk into this little gadget here.
What would you suggest I say?
Oh, anything. Just talk.
Lieutenant Trout is one of the most chivalrous gentlemen I have ever met.
Quite a realist, aren't you? Here, listen.
Lieutenant Trout is one of the most chivalrous gentlemen I have ever met.
You see?
What is it?
Detectograph. Think it might come in handy?
Uh-huh. It might. October 7th. Darling, I saw Trout, and I'm afraid he's not quite the kindly soul I thought he was, but he did help me in one way. He installed a detectograph in my new apartment. Oh, apartment, only a room, really, and, of course, my hair is dark again, really black. I've changed my name and my appearance. I don't think that even you, my darling, would recognize me now. Now, about those other 3 men who were the J's in her address book. I'm afraid they're a dead end so far. Johnson was her dressmaker, and Stanley Jellicoe is a doctor who's definitely been in the South Pacific for over a year. I know that the J she tried to write with her lipstick is one of those 4 names in her book. Naturally, darling, we know it wasn't you. And for the time being, at least, we'd better forget about her husband, Jack. After all, Frank, it would incriminate me to bring that out. Maybe if the last one doesn't pan out, I can go after him then. There's just one more. Jerry Jordan. You remember, darling? He was the one who called on the telephone when that horrible drunk answered at the beach house. He said he was calling from New York. But maybe that was some trick or something. Anyway, I have his Hollywood number.
Hello?
Oh, is this Mr. Jerry Jordan?
Yes?
Well, I finally found you. Well, can you guess who this is?
Well, I'm afraid I'm not very good at that.
All right, then. I suppose I'll have to tell you. This is Evelyn Jarvis.
Oh?
Well, don't you know who I am?
Well, no. I'm sorry, I don't, Miss Jarvis.
Oh, well, this is embarrassing. Didn't you get the letter?
No. What letter?
Oh, my goodness. Well, a very good friend of yours, who's also a very good friend of mine, wrote you a letter about me, or at least he said he would.
I see.
And I'll give you one other clue. I'm from out of town. Now can you guess?
You wouldn't be from San Francisco, would you?
Well,
Oh, Ed Thornton, eh? He always did have a terrible memory for anything but phone numbers.
I didn't mean to bother you, but Ed said to be sure and look you up.
Well, where are you staying?
I managed to find a little place.
Oh, lucky you. Well, have you got any plans for dinner?
Why, I hadn't really
Say,
thought...
better still. Have you got any plans for right now?
Well, really, Mr. Jordan...
No, seriously. By the time we've had a drink and got acquainted, you'll be ready for dinner anyway.
Oh, no,
Now, you wouldn't want Ed Thornton to know you were acting that way, would you? You just jump in a taxi and tell him to take you to the Brown Derby on Vine Street.
Well,
And, knowing Ed the way I do, I'm dying to meet you.
Well, as a matter of fact, from what I know, I'm sort of anxious to meet you. Darling, just a quick P.S. I'm going to meet him now, and I have a hunch he's it. I don't know why. And I'll remember what you said about cigar smoke. And yet, although I've got a hunch, it makes me feel a little shaky. He's got such a nice voice to be a murderer.
Oh, so that's what he says about me, huh? Fine pal.
Well,
I'll say one thing for Ed. He may be an awful liar, but he's sure got good taste.
Well, thank you, which proves that he's no liar. Tell me, Jerry, is this the Brown Derby? I mean, the one you hear about?
Uh-huh, this is it.
Are there any people, famous people here now?
Well, it's a little early, but...
I'm just a small town girl at heart, you see.
San Francisco isn't such a small town.
Well, I live sort of outside of San Francisco. Oh, look. Jerry, isn't that Jean Tierney over there?
Yep, that's who it is.
My goodness. She looks just like her pictures, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what lovely skin.
There's Gregory Peck.
Oh, yes. I thought he was tall.
He is.
Jerry, do you know any of these people?
No. I've never gone around with the picture crowd. Oh, now I suppose you're disappointed.
Oh, no, I'm not. I've always thought it was awfully silly, really, all this worship of stars. Still, Hollywood must be sort of an exciting town to live in.
Oh.
I mean, from some of the things I hear that go on.
Oh, that's mostly newspaper talk. Hollywood's about like any other town. They have their regular quota of divorces and fist fights.
And murders.
Oh, you mean that Lorna Moore business?
Well, I read something about it.
Yes, that was a genuine tragedy, all right.
Jerry, I don't suppose you knew her either.
Well, as a matter of fact, Lorna was one of the few celebrities I did know.
Really? What was she like?
Well, Lorna was a long ways from being the sweet little thing she seemed to be on the screen.
She was? But murder.
Yes, I suppose nothing really excuses that.
Well, anyway, they got the man who did it.
Frank Jeremy?
Yes.
Yes, I guess they did.
You mean you don't...
Oh, the case looked good enough. You can't always tell about those things, though. Any number of people might have done it.
Well, who, for instance?
Oh, well, Jeremy's wife, for one.
His wife?
Well, there was talk that Jeremy's relations with Lorna weren't always strictly business. You can't tell. But I'm afraid little Lorna's life was kind of a mess.
Jerry, were you...
Mixed up with Lorna? Oh, no.
But didn't the police, I should think with a woman like that, all of her friends...
Oh, they nabbed Jeremy so quick they didn't even question anybody else.
Oh.
Anyway, I was out of town when it happened.
Jerry, may I have a cigarette?
Oh, of course. Waiter, please. Well, what kind will you have?
Oh, don't do that. I'll smoke whatever kind you have.
I don't have any.
Yes, sir.
A package of cigarettes, please. Oh, what will they be, dear?
Oh, any kind. I don't smoke often enough to care.
Can't pin you down, huh? Just use your judgment, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Don't you have a favorite brand?
No, I only smoke cigars.
What?
I said, I only smoke cigars.
Darling, don't you see? His name in her book, and he admits he knew her, and the cigars. I'm positive. Now if I can win his confidence, get him up to my apartment near the dictograph, I know I can do it. We've still got 4 weeks, darling, but I'll have to be awfully careful. He's clever and intelligent. Imagine a man who can carry a thing like that on his conscience and still be so terribly nice and courteous and thoughtful. But I'm going to win for you, darling. I know I am now. Hello, Jerry.
Hello, baby.
You've been waiting long.
Oh, not very.
Jerry, something the matter?
No, nothing's the matter, baby.
Oh, something is, though.
Oh, nothing that makes any difference, baby.
Well, what is it?
I don't know. Sometimes it almost seems as though you were kidding me, as though you were, well, keeping some kind of a secret that you didn't want me to know.
Isn't it a woman's privilege to have secrets?
Oh, don't talk like that, baby.
Oh, Jerry, you know I couldn't have any secrets from you.
Well, why do we always have to meet here, for instance? Why can't I pick you up at your own place once in a while? I don't even know where it is.
Maybe I like this place because this is where I first met you.
There, you see? You haven't even answered me.
Well...
And what about San Francisco? At first, you were only going to be here a few days. Then you decided to stay longer.
Well, that's because you asked me to, Jerry.
But you're going to have to go back sometime, aren't you? What are you going back to in San Francisco, baby?
Maybe I'm not going. Maybe I'm not ever going back. Maybe I'll go to, New York instead. Do you like New York?
Oh, love it. If you'd be there. As a matter of fact, I haven't been back to New York in 3 years.
You haven't?
No. I mean,
I know so little about you, Jerry.
Yes, that's true, baby. And I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you might even be married.
Oh, Jerry, don't you think that's a kind of a tough thing to say after what I've been to you?
Oh, baby. Baby, I'm sorry. It's only that... Well, you know...
What are we going to do?
Look, baby, why don't we go out to my place for a change, huh?
A change?
Well, you see, I don't really live at that hotel. I mean, that really isn't my home.
It isn't.
Oh, I'm a fine one to talk, I guess. The fact is, I've been holding out on you, baby. Actually, I live in a place out in Beverly Hills with about 30 rooms and a swimming pool a block long, and I've got more money than I know what to do with. Cattle ranches in Argentina, oil wells in Mexico. I don't know what all. Yes, my dad left it to me, and I found out something about money from him. It can be a terrible thing to be rich.
Oh, can it?
All kinds of things can happen to you.
Like what?
Cheap promoters, cheap lawyers, cheap women, blackmail.
Oh?
That's why I usually don't let people know until...
I see.
Oh, baby. Baby, I feel like a dog about it now, but I didn't want you to know at first.
Until you were sure I didn't care about money. Is that it, Jerry?
Will you try to forgive me, baby? Will you, please?
Oh, Jerry, my
Will you?
poor darling. Of course I will. I do. And Jerry?
Yes, darling.
About those secrets of mine. Suppose there were some things I couldn't tell you yet. Would that matter?
Not if I was sure you would tell me someday.
Jerry, I promise you that. Someday I will tell you. Frank, darling, I know the delay must be torture to you, but you must understand how careful I've got to be. Supposing, I know I can't be wrong, but just supposing he weren't the man. That's why I've got to have the positive, living truth on that detective phone. I haven't been able to get him up there yet, but we've still got 10 days. And I have a feeling it's going to be soon. Very soon. So please don't worry, darling. And I miss you very much. Who is it?
Jerry Gordon.
Wait a minute. Jerry.
Oh, baby. I had to, honestly.
How did you find this place, Jerry? Why do you think I didn't tell you where it was if I didn't have reason?
Can I come in? Please, I've got to talk to you.
All right, come in.
Baby. Baby, Ed Thornton arrived in town last night. He came to see me.
Oh.
He's never heard of you, baby. He doesn't know anybody by the name of Evelyn Jarvis or anybody that even looks like you.
Is that what you came up here to tell me?
Oh, baby, I don't care what it is, only please.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, baby. Oh, I want you so much.
Oh, Jerry, darling. Oh.
I want you to go away with me, baby. Tonight. I want you to marry me.
You what?
I want you to marry me. But first...
Oh, darling. Oh, Jerry, I've waited so long.
There's something I've got to tell you.
No, don't, Jerry.
I've got to.
No.
And then you can tell me whatever it is, and we can start even. If you still want to.
Jerry, do either of us have to tell anything? Does that matter
I've
now?
got to, Evelyn. I can't keep it any longer. Not the way I feel about
Jerry, please,
you.
don't.
I've killed someone. I'm a murderer.
Oh.
Lorna Moore. And another man is going to die for it.
Jerry. Now, Jerry, listen to me. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you've done, Jerry. I love you. Don't you know that? I love you.
Can you still?
I loved you from the beginning. It didn't matter then, and it doesn't matter now.
If I could only believe
You've
that.
got to believe it. Listen, I can prove it to you.
Baby, what do you mean it didn't matter then? Did you know?
Yes, I knew. Do you know who I am?
Who?
I'm Eve Jeremy, the wife of the man who's going to die for it.
His wife?
Yes, now you know.
And you're willing to let him die?
Oh, Jerry, he deserves to die for the things he's done. He'd have probably killed her anyway.
I knew he was seeing her.
He was a beast. I knew from the beginning it was a mistake. He beat me. He did. He tortured me. I can't even tell you some of the things he did.
When does it happen?
The 16th, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Does that matter to you?
Oh, I'd let 50 men die to get you, baby.
That's why I haven't seen you. I was waiting
We
until...
could be in Argentina tomorrow night.
Yes. I'll pack.
I can get plane tickets tonight from a friend.
I don't have to change, do I?
Oh, no, you look lovely, baby.
I'll just throw a couple of things in a bag. Nobody knows about this place.
Make it quick, though.
And it's perfectly logical time for me to go away for a while.
But hurry, baby, hurry.
Yes. I'm all ready. Now, how do I look?
Oh, you look great, baby.
Wait a minute.
What?
I ought to write a note to him.
Your husband?
Yes, now, just to keep both of us in the clear. He won't get it before he...
What are you going to say?
You can read it. You can read it if you want to.
Oh, now here, I'll mail it for you.
No, I'll just stick it here in my handbag. I'll mail it at the airport.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes, come on.
Now, there's the elevator now.
Well, good evening, Mrs. Jeremy.
Oh, hello.
You, taking a little trip?
Well, wouldn't you if you were me?
Sure, I know how you feel. You in a hurry?
Sort of. My friend here was going to run me down to the airport. Lieutenant Trout, Mr. Jordan.
How do you do?
Well, I won't keep you but a minute. Then I'll give you a fast trip down there in a squad car. Let's just step in here. No, not your apartment, Mrs. Jeremy. Next door.
Next door, but...
Really, Lieutenant, we're in an awful hurry.
What do we want to go in here for?
Oh, we took over this apartment a couple of weeks ago, Mrs. Jeremy, when you started going with Mr. Jordan here. Oh, by the way, Brennan, I hear we had some luck with our little gadget.
Yeah.
What little gadget?
What little gadget?
You forgot, Mrs. Jeremy?
A detectograph. Lieutenant Trout thought that...
You thought, Mrs. Jeremy.
All right. I thought.
Mind if I turn it on?
Why, go ahead. There's nothing. Because I forgot to turn it on.
Oh, Brennan does that in here. Don't you, Brennan?
Yeah. Very interesting.
I've got to, Evelyn. I can't keep it any longer. Not the way I feel now about you. Oh, Jared. I killed someone. I'm a murderer. Lorna Moore. And another man is going to die for it.
Well, guess that's about all we need to know, isn't it?
Yes, I guess it is. Well, I told you I'd get him, didn't I?
Yeah.
Evelyn. You can wrap him up and take him away, Lieutenant. And don't forget to send me back my husband the first thing in the morning.
Come on, Jordan. Eve.
So long, sucker.
Eve. They sure gave you the right name, baby.
Yes?
Only you wouldn't have needed the apple. Or the snake.
Oh, Frank, darling, it just doesn't seem possible. Back here in our own home, out here on our own terrace again. Oh, and everything just the way it was.
Yeah.
Frank, do you remember when we first took this place, how happy we were, and how the agent took us out on this terrace and asked us if it would be too high up, if we were afraid of high places?
Mm-hmm.
Frank, is something bothering you?
Well, Eve.
Oh, tell me, darling. I know you've been through so much. When I think that today you may...
Look, sweet, I haven't any kick coming. You saved my life.
Oh, darling.
And I know what the answer is anyway, but it would only prey on my mind if I didn't talk to you about it. And there shouldn't be anything like that between us. Ever. Should there?
Of course not, darling. What is it?
I've got a record here.
What record?
That the police took off your detectograph.
Oh,
I want to
Frank.
play it back for you, sweet. I'll put it on the phonograph
Frank,
here on the
please,
terrace. It's all right, sweet.
But, Frank...
I know, dear.
Jerry. Jerry, listen to me. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you've done, Jerry. I love you. Don't you know that? I love you.
Can you still?
I've loved you from the beginning. It didn't matter then, and it doesn't matter now.
Oh, if I could only believe
You've got to believe it. Now, listen. I can prove it to you.
Baby, what do you mean it didn't matter then? Did you know?
Yes, I knew. Do you know who I am? Who? I'm Eve Jeremy, the wife of the man who's going to die for it.
His wife?
Yes, now you know.
And your...
Is that all?
That was the end of the record. That was all that was recorded. Oh, it's all right, sweet. It's all right. I know. Please, darling.
Oh, Frank, don't you see? I had to play it that way.
Oh,
I did.
surely, dear.
Don't you see? I had to make him think that so I could say
I
it.
know, sweet. I know. I just wanted you to say it, I guess. Please, sweet. Now, I understand.
Oh, Frank, do you really?
Well, of course I do. Oh, I'm a heel,
Oh,
sweet.
Frank,
Listen, darling, it's all over now. It's over. I'll tell you. Let's celebrate. I'll go down and get some wine, champagne or something,
Oh,
huh?
Frank, honestly, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, I'll go right now. Only
What, darling?
Well, I'm just getting out of the clink. I don't have any money.
Oh,
Do you?
of course not, of course. Right there in my handbag, darling.
Where? Oh, sure. There, you've got
Oh.
plenty. Say, here's a letter.
A letter?
Well, it's addressed to me.
A letter. Frank, don't.
Well, you must have written it.
Frank, no. No. Frank, listen, I didn't. Frank, I can explain just how. No!
Lieutenant Trout, homicide.
Trout?
Hmm?
Is Frank Jeremy. Terrible things just happened.
What?
My wife. Suicide. Nerves, I guess. She jumped off the terrace before I could stop her. It's 14 stories.
It, was suicide, was it?
She gave me a note in her own handwriting just before.
Oh. Well, of course, the note says so.
I'll read it to you. It says, Frank, my darling, I've been wrong all the time. Oh, so terribly wrong. You know what I mean. I've failed you utterly. Now I can't even bear the thought of facing you. When you read this, I will be gone. This is farewell. Forever. Signed, Eve.
So ends the story of Eve. But Frank Jeremy's story didn't end there. He was a good guy and he didn't want it to. Frank's story ended a little later, after another long trial and another jury verdict of guilty of murder in the first degree. And this time the verdict, in all its implications, was carried out. Our thanks to Miss June Havoc for a superb performance as Eve. Do you know what hate is, really? Have you ever actually hated someone? The word hate is often used and misused. Very few of us really experience hate, the emotion. But next week we'll tell you a story of hate, the violent loathing of two men for each other, in a hate so desperate that it will tax our normal imaginations. A hate so genuine and honest it inspires a despicable pact where one man sets a price on another's life. A bet that he can successfully kill the other within a specified length of time. A hate so mutual that the wager is accepted. That's the incredible premise of Bet with Death, a story by John Dixon Carr, next week's study in suspense. This is Robert Montgomery inviting you to be with us next week.
June Havoc is currently being seen in the Darrell F. Zanuck production Gentleman's Agreement. Mr. Montgomery may currently be seen in the Universal International production Ride the Pink Horse. Tonight's play, Eve, was written by Bob Richard and Sebastian Moriarty and was based on the novel The Black Angel by Cornell Woolrich. Lud Gluskin is our musical director and conductor. Lucien Moraweck composes the original scores. Mr. Johnstone appeared as Frank Jeremy, Wally Mayer as Jerry Jordan, Jack Moyles as Lieutenant Trout. Mike Romanoff was played by Prince Michael Romanoff. Others in the cast were Lorene Tuttle, Jack Crucian, Dick Ryan, Jerry Hausner, Frank Albertson, and Alan Reed. Next week, hear the John Dixon Carr story, Bet with Death, on radio's outstanding theater of thrills, 1 hour of suspense. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. Radio's outstanding theater of thrills bring you an hour, a full 60 minutes of suspense. Directed by Anton M. Leda and produced by Robert Montgomery. Tonight, two great suspense dramas. John Collier's Wet Saturday and W.F. Harvey's August Heat. Performed by two distinguished casts of radio actors. Two complete stories joined in 1 hour of suspense.
This is Robert Montgomery with a forecast, a weather forecast. If you doubt my qualifications as a meteorologist, I don't blame you. I have none. But I do have more specific information than the chap in Walt Mason's poem, The Statesman. Perhaps you remember. The statesman throws his shoulders back and straightens out his tie and says, "My friends, unless it rains, the weather will be dry." Yes, I can do much better than that. Even with the same elements, rain and dry weather, I can improve on that forecast. For the next hour, I predict rain, followed by a sudden hot spell. Further, and you can check me on this, I predict that the rain will fall in the first half of the hour, and that the second half will be given over exclusively to heat. I guess you could say I predict weather in 2 acts. Unusual weather, too. A unique combination of Wet Saturday and August Heat. Each of these dramas is set in England. Each is complete in itself, and each is conditioned by its own weather and by its own suspense. Because these plays exemplify 2 classic studies in radio suspense drama, we have selected established radio stars to interpret them. Dennis Hoey as Mr. Princey in Wet Saturday, and Barry Kroger as James Clarence Withencroft in August Heat, with supporting casts of distinguished radio players. Next week, when we present the suspense version of the screen drama Night Must Fall, we shall feature a cast of motion picture actors. As Danny, I will be joined by Dame Mae Whitty in her original role of Mrs. Bramson, together with Heather Angel and Richard Ney. But now to the first half of our show and my prediction for rain. With the performance of Dennis Hoey as Mr. Princey, and with John Collier's English classic Wet Saturday, we again hope to keep you in suspense. On this rainy afternoon, we should like you to meet the Princey family and their visitor. They are, of course, at home. Mrs. Princey, daughter Millicent, George, the son and heir, sprawled on a couch, and finally Mr. Princey, biting on a dry pipe. Their living room is dull and overstuffed. Rain beats at the windows. They are any middle-class family at home on a wet day, except for one small item. As you sit with them in the living room, you can see through the door to the sun porch a pair of man's feet, encased in black boots. They look like the feet of a curate. There is a tenseness in the room. The air is charged with excitement, but the feet are very still.
Don't keep staring at them. Listen to me, all of you. Don't you see? They'd hang her. That's what they'd do, they'd hang her.
Oh, Fred, it's too awful.
Awful, it's catastrophic. A supposedly sweet, gentle, intelligent girl. Respected. Loved by the whole village doing a thing like this. Think of the publicity, the disgrace. Do you think I'm going to resign from the bench, the vestry, sell out, live in some foggy hotel abroad? Oh, no.
No, I'll kill myself. I will.
Don't be a fool.
Any more than you have been, the governor, man.
Be quiet. It wouldn't be so bad if it were you, George. Everybody in the village knows you're not responsible. George.
Yeah?
Get off that couch. Sit up on your spine. You might be of a little use here, if you could think.
Oh, but I say, Governor, this isn't my funeral.
Shut up. Now, As long as I can remember, George, you've been a trial and a tribulation to me.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
You've got to stand it, my dear. And keep that hysterical note out of your voice. Do you hear?
Yes.
We are talking about the weather. Now, George. George, if he fell down the old well, say, striking his head several times, what about it,
I really don't know, Governor. What about it?
Don't be an ass. I'm asking you to think. He'd have had to hit the side several times, 30 or 40 feet. And at all the correct angles. No, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. We'll have to go over it all again, Millicent.
Oh, no, Father, no, I couldn't.
Millicent, we must go over it all again.
Fred, you're torturing her.
Oh, face facts, Mater. With him lying there, it's no use pretending it's a picnic.
They might hang you, Millicent. Oh, stop that shaking. Stop it here. You must stop it. You must keep your voice quiet, Millicent. Millicent! We are talking of the weather. Now, we will proceed.
I can't. Not with those boots there.
Oh, should have thought of that, Millie. I'm not moving her.
Sit up, George, and stop shuffling your feet. Now, Millicent, look at me. Answer me truthfully. You hear? Answer me. You were on the croquet court.
Yes.
Who knew you were in love with this wretched curate?
Oh, the whole village knows. They've been sniggering about at the pub for 3 years.
Shut up, George. Millicent, we continue. You were on the croquet court.
Yes.
You were putting the croquet set in its box.
Yes. It was starting to rain. I was carrying the balls and the mallets into the sun porch. The box was there.
You heard someone enter the garden gate and come across the yard.
Yes.
Could you see who it was?
Not at first. I was going into the sun porch. I threw down all the mallets, but the red one, and turned around.
It was Withers.
Yes.
So you called him?
Yes.
Loudly? Did you call him loudly? Could anyone have heard?
No, Father, I'm sure not. I didn't really call him. I just spoke his name. He saw me when I went to the door. He just waved his hand and came over.
How can I find out whether there was anyone about? Whether he could have been seen?
I'm sure not, Father. I'm quite sure.
Right, so you went onto the sun porch.
Yes, it was raining hard then.
What did he say?
He said, "Hello, Millie," and excuse his coming in the back way, but he'd set out to walk over to Leiston.
Yes?
And he said, passing the park, he'd seen the house and suddenly thought of me. And he thought he'd just look in for a minute. He had something he wanted to tell me.
Go on.
He said he was so happy, and he wanted me to share it. He'd heard from the bishop that he was to have a vicarage, and it wasn't only that, it meant that he could marry. And he began to stutter and get all confused. And of course I thought he meant me.
Don't tell me what you thought. Tell me exactly what he said and nothing else.
Well...
Oh, stop crying. It's a luxury you can no longer afford. Tell me what happened.
He said, no. He said, it wasn't me. It's Ella Bragdon Davis. and he was sorry and all that. And then he went to go.
And then?
I went mad. He turned his back. I had the red mallet of the croquet set in my hand. I'd forgotten to drop it when he came in. I went...
Did you shout or scream? I mean, as you hit him.
No, I'm sure I didn't.
Did he? Come on, speak up.
No, Father.
And then?
I threw it down. I came straight in here. I went to look for Mother, that's all.
Oh, my poor baby.
And you're sure no one else was about?
No one, no.
Leave the child alone, Fred.
Oh, not such a child, Major. Oh, Millie, I had no idea.
Keep quiet, I'm thinking. You see, George, he probably told people he was going to Leiston. Certainly no one knows he came here. Well, he didn't decide until he crossed the park. He might have been attacked in the woods. You must consider every detail. A curate with his head battered in.
Don't, Father, don't.
A curate with his head battered in. Who would want to kill Withers?
Who'd kill Withers? Well, I would. With pleasure. How do you do, Mrs. Prince?
Captain Smollett.
Captain Smollett?
Well.
Oh, sit down, pray. Mustn't get up for me, Mrs. Princey. You either, Millicent. My word. Just being neighborly on a bad day. I wanted to ask you about those dahlia bulbs, Princey.
Mm-hmm.
Took a shortcut on account of the rain and walked right in. Knew you wouldn't mind.
He heard you, Father.
My dear, we can all have our little jokes. Don't pretend to be shocked. This way, Smollett. This chair facing the fireplace. Sit down, Mother.
Just straightening the curtains on the sun porch, dear. It looks so gloomy out there. Might as well shut the rain out.
Yeah. We were just talking about a little theoretical parson killing, Smollett. Young people these days like thrillers. And
Parsonicide. Justifiable parsonicide. Have you heard about Ella Bragdon Davis? I shall be most properly laughed at.
Why? Where should you be laughed at, Smollett?
Oh, had a shot in that direction myself. Yes. She half said yes, too. Hadn't you heard? She told most people. Now it'll look as though I got turned down for a white rat and a dog collar.
Too bad.
Oh, well. Fortune of war, you know.
Yes, fortunes of war. Odd how it happens, isn't it? Sit down, Smollett. Mother, Millicent, console Captain Smollett with your best light conversation. George and I have something to look at outside. This rain, bad, very bad. Come on, George, come on.
Right, Governor, right. The press will need raincoat.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Just make yourself at home, Smollett. Make yourself at home.
A cigarette, Captain Smollett?
Yes, thank you. Nasty day, they're going out.
It's something about the old well, just off the sun porch door, you know. This terrible sudden weather seemed to have loosened some of the stones.
Too bad. Dash too bad. Spoils the tennis and croquet. I mean, a day like this. Doesn't it, Minnie?
Yes, it does. She was practicing out in the croquet court earlier. But do pull your chair up near the fire, Captain. It was so damp we thought it would be cozy to light it.
Oh, thank you. I'm quite comfortable.
I hope you don't feel too bad about Ella Bragdon Davis.
Well, can't always win, you know. Can't understand, though, what you women see in these bloodless clerics.
Oh, I always thought Mr. Withers is a very charming man.
Oh, yes, quite agree. But why should anyone want to marry him? You wouldn't want to marry him, would you, Minnie?
Not now. That is, I used... Oh, no, of course not.
Smollett?
Yes? Princey? Oh, good Lord, man. You do come in on a fellow sudden, eh?
Yes, sir, I did. Oh, don't mind this old double-barrel shotgun. Been working on it. Smollett, may I have your attention for a minute? There's something on the sun porch I'd like to show you.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Smollett, George and I went out to see if we could shoot some rats, which have been driven out of the old well by the high water. Afraid they might get into the house, you know. Now, you must listen to me very carefully. Very carefully. Or you will be shot. By accident.
Princey, what's gotten into you?
Well, you heard me ask as you came in who would kill Withers. You also heard Millicent make a comment. An unguarded comment.
Well, what of it?
Very little. Unless you were to hear that Withers had met a violent end this afternoon. And that, my dear Smollett, is what you are going to hear.
What? Withers? Dead?
Yes.
Well, who killed him?
Millicent.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes, it's a mess. And, of course, you would have remembered and guessed.
Maybe. Yes. Yes, I suppose I should.
Therefore, you constitute a problem.
Yes, but
Why did she kill him?
It's one of those disgusting things, you know. Pitiable, too. She deluded herself that he was in love with her.
Good heavens. Minnie? Ah. Yes, of course, I see.
He told her about the Davis girl. Ella Brandon Davis.
I understand.
I've no wish, as you will comprehend, that you should be proved either a lunatic or a murderess. I could hardly go on living here after that. Besides, I'm rather fond of Millie.
Correct.
On the other hand, you know about it.
Yes, I see. That, makes me a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You're, wondering if I could keep my mouth shut if I promised.
I'm wondering if I could believe you.
But, if I promised.
If things went smoothly, yes. But not if there was any sort of suspicion, any questioning. You would be afraid of being an accessory.
I don't know.
I do. What are we going to do?
Well, I can't see anything else. You would, never be fool enough to do me in. Can't get rid of two corpses, you know.
I regard that as a better risk than the other. Could be an accident, you know, or you and Withers could both disappear. There are possibilities in that.
Oh, see here, you can't...
I can, but there may be a way out. There is, Smollett. You gave it to me yourself.
I did?
Mm-hmm. What? You said you would kill Withers. You have a motive.
Oh, look here, I was joking.
Listen, Smollett. I can't trust you. You must trust me. Else I will kill you now in the next minute. I mean that. You can choose between dying and living.
Well, go on.
There's the old well just outside the sun's porch door. That's where I'm going to put Withers. No one outside knows he's come up here this afternoon. No one will ever look in there for him unless you tell them. Now, you must give me evidence that you have murdered Withers.
I murdered him. Why do you want that?
So that I shall be dead sure that you will never open your lips on the subject.
I see. What evidence?
George, hit him in the face.
Sure.
Oh, George, don't.
Keep out of this.
Captain, you should be more careful. Look what your teeth did to my knuckle.
Again, George.
Okay.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Father, how can you?
Quiet.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, Smollett, but there must be traces of a struggle between you and Withers. Then it will not be altogether safe for you to go to the police. George, get the croquet mallet. Take your handkerchief to it. There it is on the sun porch floor.
Captain, there's your weapon.
As I told you, Smollett. Now you'll just grasp the end that mashed Withers' head. I shall shoot you if you don't.
Yes, but good Lord, you can't...
All right.
All right.
That's it. Now deposit it by the side of the house, outside. Out of the rain, of course. Oh, wait, George. First, you'd better pull a few hairs out of his head and put them under the nails of Withers' right hand.
No, wait. Sorry to muss up your hair, Captain.
Shut up, Smollett.
No, that's all we need. Enough, Mr. Withers. Now we'll fix it right up. I'll be right with you, Captain.
Smollett, you may turn round. Withers is just there on the sun porch. Draw back the curtain.
Good Lord.
Yes, messy. Now, you, Smollett, you've just got to drag him through the door and dump him in the old well.
Just beyond the door, Captain.
I won't touch it.
All right, stand aside, out of range, George. Any place where I want this shot to go, only one place.
Oh, Father!
Keep quiet. Keep out of this. My aim is none too sure.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I propose.
That's better, Smollett. Much better. Go on now. Go ahead. You'll have to take him outside.
By the shoulders, what to do, Captain.
Keep quiet, George. Go on, Smollett. Go on. You've seen a dead man before. Drag him. Drag him.
All right. There we go.
I'll just hold the gun here to make sure everything goes all right.
Oh, come away from the window, dear. Don't look.
Captain, Father! wallet.
Oh, your father is a very resourceful man, Millicent. I'm sure what he's doing
But
is...
the captain, I can't stand
you
it.
mustn't question your dear father.
I say, you can still at it. There's enough trouble around here without your blubbering.
Don't you call me blubbering, George Princey.
Everything is perfectly safe. Remember, no one knows that Withers came here. Everyone thinks he walked over to Leicester. That's 5 miles of country to search. They'll never look in our well. Do you see how safe it is?
I guess so.
Good heavens, man, you're dripping wet. Why didn't you slip on your raincoat? Tea ready, my dear?
In just a minute, dear. I'll wait for Bridget.
Exactly what you need, Smollett, a cup of tea. Best thing in the world to ward off a cold. Sit down, won't you? Sit down. Oh, don't mind getting the chair wet.
Thank you.
A cigarette? Help yourself. I stick to my pipe. Funny how you get attached to them. My wife always says,
See, Mrs. Princey, everything's hot, man.
Oh, yes, Bridget. Put the tray in front of me. Here on the table. That's
I
it.
say, Captain, you've cut your lip.
I just knocked it.
Oh, why, how dreadful. Here, Bridget. Here. Give the captain this cup.
No, thank you. I think I'll be running along if you don't mind.
Why, Captain Smollett? Without any tea?
If you don't mind, Mrs. Princey, if I could just have my raincoat.
Oh, I'll get it for you, Captain.
This is very distressing, Smollett. Very.
Yes, well, I'll be all right presently, I'm sure.
Here you are, sir. Let me help you.
Thank you, young man.
There.
Better go out the front way, Smollett. Walk is dry.
Let me hold the door for you, Captain.
And don't worry, old fellow. Don't worry at all.
No, I won't. Oh. Good afternoon.
Nothing serious, I imagine. A little rest and he'll be as right as rain. By the way, Millicent, you're not looking any too well.
Oh, not well at all. I'm sure it was the croquet court. Being outdoors in weather like this is simply foolhardy.
Oh, the Major's right, Millie. You saw what happened to Captain Smollett.
Come along, dear. I shall give you a hot foot bath and put you to bed. A couple of days in bed and you'll be fine, dead.
Get plenty of rest, Millicent, and don't worry about a thing. That's the best cure.
I guess I'll have a little rest too, Governor. It's a fine afternoon for a nap.
Indeed it is, son. Indeed it is. Well, enjoy yourselves. I'll see you later. I'll see you all later. So?
Your number, please.
Would you get me the police station?
Police station? Right away, sir.
Police headquarters, Sergeant Yancey speaking.
Oh, hello, Sergeant. This is Princey of Abbott's Road. I believe you know me.
Indeed I do, Mr. Princey.
Sergeant, a rather horrible thing has just occurred. Quite extraordinary. Murder, in fact.
Murder?
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid it looks rather bad for a close friend of ours, unfortunately. We saw him do it. I think you'd better send someone over right away.
Our man should be there right about now, Mr. Princey.
I beg your pardon?
I say our man should be there now. Constable Martin has his post right below your house there. I just rang him. Seems Captain Smollett was with him.
Captain Smollett?
He reported some rather queer goings-on at your place, but I certainly didn't understand it was murder. Now, just don't touch anything, Mr. Princey, and don't worry. Don't worry at all.
No. I won't, Sergeant. Thank you.
Where are you, Governor?
I'm right here. Okay. Stop shouting.
We have some visitors, Governor.
Yes, I can see that. Well, Constable, good afternoon.
Mr. Princey.
And Smollett, I say, what a remarkable fellow you are, coming back like this. Here to reenact the crime?
Only the one against me, Princey. The one against the curate I leave to you people.
Extraordinary sense of humor.
Mr. Princey, I just had a look at what's in your well. Not a pretty sight, that. Not pretty at all.
Yes, Constable. Captain Smollett was thorough, if nothing else.
You saw him when he did it, sir? Out from the back?
Oh, quite. We were just returning from a walk. Smollett evidently had been laying for the curate, hiding out there in those bushes by the road, I imagine.
He was never inside this house?
Never.
And you say, Captain?
I say that while I was inside this house, a guest of the family, I was coerced into dragging the curate's body outside and dumping it into the well.
Well, there we are.
No, not entirely, Constable. I'll just remove my raincoat. And demonstrate how damp I got my clothes when I went outside without it.
That's interesting, isn't it?
It's quite. He undoubtedly removed his coat at some point between here and your post. I might as well tell you that his weapon, a red croquet mallet, is out by the side of the house. I shouldn't be at all surprised, but you might find his fingerprints all over it.
All over the end of the mallet, Constable. The end that mashed Wither's head. Not the end I'd have to grasp in order to do the mashing.
Governor.
That's a decent try, Smollett, but it won't work. There must be other evidences. Constable, you undoubtedly find them when you examine the body.
He means my hair under Wither's fingernails. Well, sir, I happened to notice something when young George there opened the door for me. If you'll look carefully, I believe you'll find a few of my precious hairs under his nails, too.
What are you trying
Shut
to
up!
suggest?
Constable, this is an utter waste of time. So far as violent struggle between Smollett and Withers is concerned, Smollett's face speaks for itself quite eloquently, I believe.
Oh, yes, but no more eloquently than your son's knuckle.
Huh?
As you see, Constable, look here. Here. A fresh abrasion. He did that on my teeth. Or, did he?
What?
I say, or did he? He might have done that on Wither's teeth.
I see. I see what you mean.
But I didn't, Governor. He said that I...
Keep still, you nitwit. Let me think.
As a matter of fact, George, the more I think of it, the more I'm convinced it was your voice I heard. Quite a vigorous quarrel. Something about the, curate jilting your sister.
Don't be ridiculous, Smollett.
Very well, Princey. If he didn't do it, who did?
That's what I'd like to know. How about it, Mr. Princey?
That is a sticker, all right.
George, my boy, it looks like you're elected.
Elected? What do you mean? I didn't do it. Why, I never...
Keep your mouth shut.
I won't. I'm not going to take the blame for her. Millie did it. She did it with that mallet. I saw her do it. You could
prove that?
Prove it? Why, yes, her fingerprints on the mallet, on the handle.
Why, George. Don't you remember when you made me touch the mallet? When you picked it up with your handkerchief? George, I'm sure you wiped that handle clean. Oh, well, yes. I could hardly expect you to remember that if you, can't even remember killing the curate.
Governor...
I told you to keep still, George. I'm thinking.
Governor, you're not going to stand there and let him say that...
As long as I can remember, George, you've been a trial and a tribulation to me. You shouldn't have done it, George. You really shouldn't have done it. Now, let's all have a cup of tea. Nothing like it in weather like this.
So ends Wet Saturday, the first of 2 half-hour stories combining dramatic weather and dramatic suspense. Our thanks to Dennis Hoey for an excellent performance, and to Harold Medford, who adapted John Collier's story. True to our prediction, we will return in a moment with August Heat, a second study in suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And now, back to our Hollywood soundstage and to our producer, Mr. Robert Montgomery.
The rains of Wet Saturday are gone. In their stead,
A blazing sun burns down on the damp earth of the English countryside, steaming the atmosphere with a heat that's humid and smothering, like a tight outer garment, like a shroud which cannot be loosed and cast aside. Such a heat weighs upon your entire being and saps from you the last strength of hope and freedom. This is the setting for the companion piece to our first drama, Wet Saturday. This, then, is August Heat, the second of 2 suspense dramas complete in this hour. And now with the performance of Barry Kroger as James Clarence Withencroft, and the reappearance of Dennis Hoey as the man, and with W.F. Harvey's August Heat, we promise a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Fenistone Road, Clapham, August 20, 1947. I have had what I believe to be the most remarkable day in my life. And while the events are still fresh in my mind, I wish to put them down on paper as clearly as possible. Let me say at the outset that my name is James Clarence Withencroft. You must remember that in order to have the full implication of my story. James Clarence Withencroft. I'm 35 years old, in perfect health, never having known a day's illness. By profession, I'm an artist. Not a very successful one, but I earn enough money by my black and white work to satisfy my necessary wants. My only near relative, sister, died 5 years ago, so that there is no one in particular to whom I address this manuscript. Only you, who might by chance read it someday. For, because of the peculiar circumstance about which you will soon hear, I have the strong premonition that I shall never live to tell anyone about it. I breakfasted this morning at 9, at the usual time. It was no different from any other morning, and after glancing through the morning paper, I lighted my pipe. I proceeded to let my mind wander, in the hope that I might chance upon some subject for my pencil. The room, though door and window were open, was oppressively hot, and I just made up my mind that the coolest and most comfortable place in the neighborhood would be the deep end of the public swimming bath, when I was suddenly shaken. A feeling swept over me such as I'd never experienced before. I attempted to rise to my feet. Somehow it seemed as though I'd suddenly been fastened to my chair. My hand went out in an effort to brace myself. And then, before I knew what I was doing, my pencil was in my hand, and I began to draw. It was as though someone had taken my hand and was moving it across the paper, swiftly in bold strokes. And then I seemed to take over. My hand, under its own power, began to draw. So intent was I on the sketch which began to appear before me, I soon forgot the oppressive heat, the roughness of the table. Everything was forgotten. This frantic feeling, the sketch must be finished as soon as possible. I had no idea how long I worked until I heard the clock of St. Jude's in the distance. It was 4 o'clock, and I'd started just after breakfast. Now, for the first time since I'd begun, I actually seemed to see what I'd been sketching. I was surprised. The final result was, I felt sure, the best thing I'd ever done. It showed a criminal in the dock immediately after the judge had pronounced sentence. The man was fat, enormously fat. The flesh hung in rolls about his chin. It creased his huge, stumpy neck. He was clean-shaven. Perhaps I should say a few days before he must have been clean-shaven. And he was almost bald. He stood there before the judge, his short, clumsy fingers clasping the rail, looking straight in front of him. The feeling that his expression conveyed was not so much one of horror as of utter, absolute collapse. There seemed nothing in the man strong enough to sustain that mountain of flesh. And then I saw that the sketch was not complete, for the man's other hand seemed to be clutching an instrument of some kind, a weapon, but had not been completed. I had made this sketch, yet I had no recollection of what I'd intended the man to carry in his other hand. I took up my pencil again, and I attempted to fill in the fuzzy outline. It was useless. It was as though my fingers had suddenly turned to lead. I sat down. I felt the moisture slowly forming on my forehead. And I was conscious of the oppressive heat again. And then I knew that there would be no finishing of the sketch. At any rate, not for the moment. So, I rolled up the sketch, and without quite knowing why, I placed it in my pocket. In spite of my peculiar inspiration, I was filled with the rare sense of happiness which the knowledge of a good thing well done gives. I believe that I set out with the idea of calling upon Trenton, for I remember walking along Lytton Street and turning to the right along Gilchrist Road, at the bottom of the hill where the men were at work on the new tram lines. From there onward, I've only the vaguest recollection of where I went. Through parks, along crowded streets, always fully conscious of the awful heat that came up from the dusty asphalt pavement as an almost palpable wave. And I remember, too, the hollow sound of my footsteps as I moved along. Although walking aimlessly, I somehow knew that there was a goal, something to which I was drawn. I longed for the thunder promised by the great banks of copper-colored clouds that hung low over the western sky. I must have walked 5 or 6 miles. I've really no idea how far I walked, when a small boy roused me from my reverie.
Got the time, mister?
20 minutes to 7.
Thanks. Hot, isn't it?
Yes. When he left me, I began to take stock of my bearings. I found myself standing before a gate that led into a yard bordered by a strip of thirsty earth. There were flowers, purple stock and scarlet geranium, and great numbers of bees droned over them. I stood looking down at them a moment. And then for some reason I looked up. Over the entrance to the place, there was a board with the inscription, Charles Atkinson, monumental mason worker, in English and Italian marbles. From the yard itself came a cheery whistle, the noise of hammer blows, and the cold sound of steel meeting stone. A sudden impulse made me enter, and I went in the direction of the noise. There was a man sitting with his back towards me. He was busy at work on a slab of curiously veined marble. He was not conscious of my presence as I stood there watching him for some time. Then, without turning, his hammer stopped in midair as he was about to bring it down on his chisel. He looked up, And then he held his position a moment before turning. But I knew that he was aware of my presence. And when he turned, I saw his face. It was, although I had never seen him before, it was the face of the man I'd been drawing. Yes, it was the face of the man whose sketch was in my pocket. He sat there on his low stool, huge and elephantine, the sweat pouring from his scalp, not speaking. Then he took a red silk handkerchief and he mopped his brow. Although this face that looked up at me was the same as my sketch, the expression was absolutely different. And suddenly, the puzzled expression left his face, and he smiled as if we were old friends. And he walked over and he took my hand.
Good day, sir.
Well, good day. I'm sorry to intrude.
Not at all.
Everything's hot and glary outside.
Yeah.
This seems as an oasis in the wilderness.
No, I don't know about the oasis, but it certainly is hot. Take a seat, sir.
He pointed to the end of the gravestone on which he was at work, and I sat down.
Very hot.
It's a beautiful piece of stone you've got hold of there.
Yeah, in a way it is. The surface is as fine as anything you could wish. But there's a big flaw at the back, though I don't expect you'd ever notice it.
I shouldn't think so.
Nah, I could never really make a good job of a bit of marble like this. It'd be all right in the summer like now. I wouldn't mind the blasted heat. But wait till the winter comes.
Winter?
Yes, there's nothing like a bit of frost to find out the weak points in stone. Gravestone, you see.
Oh, I see. Then what's this one for?
Well, you'd hardly believe me if I was to tell you it's for exhibition. But it's the truth. Artists have exhibitions, so do grocers and butchers. Well, we as 'em do. All the latest little headstones, you know.
He went on to talk of marbles. Which sort of marble best withstood wind and rain, and which were easiest to work. Then of his garden and a new sort of carnation he'd bought. At the end of every other minute, he would drop his tools, wipe his shining head.
This heat's bad. A man's not responsible for what he does in this heat.
I said little, for I felt uneasy. There was something unnatural, uncanny in all of this. The feeling that I'd experienced it all before, exactly as I was experiencing it now. The oppressive heat, the fragrance of the purple stock in the air, the conversation about the marble, the flowers, everything, as though I'd experienced it before. And yet I knew that I'd never even been in this section of the town before. I tried to persuade myself that at least I'd seen him before, that his face, unknown to me, had found a place in some out-of-the-way corner of my memory. But I knew that I was practicing little more than a plausible piece of self-deception. As I sat there quietly, watching him, he looked up at me, and he said,
Yeah, what do you think of that?
He said it with an air of evident pride, of a job well done. I could sense that he was experiencing the same feeling I had experienced when I'd finished my sketch. Then he got up with a sigh of relief.
What? What ain't it?
I was seated in such a position that I was unable to see his work, and for some reason I didn't move. Suddenly he began to read what he'd carved on the tombstone. He spoke deliberately and with a flat voice.
In the midst of life we are in death. Born January 18th, 1912.
I looked up with a start. This man had read my exact birth date.
He passed away very suddenly on August 20th, 1947.
That's today.
I usually use the present date on these exhibition stones.
Do you usually put a name on them, too?
Yes. Sacred to the memory of James Clarence Wivencroft.
just sat there in silence. The sound of birds and crickets seemed loud in my ears as we stood there, looking at each other, saying nothing. And then he mopped his brow again.
Art.
I was finally able to speak. Where did you see that name?
Oh, I didn't see it anywhere. I wanted some name, and I put down the first one that came into my head.
It's a strange coincidence, but it happens to be mine.
That's your name? You're James Clarence
Withencroft. Yes.
Well. And the dates?
I can only answer for the birth date. It's correct.
Oh. It's a rum go.
I made a sketch this morning. Of you.
Of me? What, you've never seen me before?
No.
Oh.
I took my sketch from my pocket, and I showed it to him. As he looked, the expression on his face altered, until it became more and more like that of the man I had drawn.
It was only the day before yesterday that I told Maria there was no such things as ghosts.
Neither of us had seen a ghost, but I knew what he meant. Then I spoke to him. You probably heard my name someplace.
Yes. You must have seen me somewhere and forgotten it, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, were you at Clacton-on-Sea last July?
No. No, I've never been to Clacton in my life.
Oh.
Then we were silent for some time again. And we stood there, looking at one another, and at the two dates on the gravestone. And the birth one was right, and the other was today.
Come inside and have some supper.
His wife was a strange little woman, who was pallid with the look of those who live their lives indoors. Her husband introduced me as a friend of his who was an artist, and informed her that I was staying to supper. I spoke, making some comment that I hoped I would not be an intrusion, and she looked up at me. She said,
You have a pleasing voice, Mr. Withencroft, and you're welcome in my home. I'm sorry Charles has not brought you here before.
Very little was said during the meal, and after the sardines and watercress had been removed, she walked over to a cupboard, and she took down a thin black book, and as she handed it to me, she spoke.
Would you read aloud, Mr. Withencroft?
Puzzled, I looked down at the book which she'd opened and placed before me. It was a very tiny book. The Prophet, it was called, by an author unknown to me, with a strange Eastern name, Khalil Gibran. And my eyes fell across the page, and suddenly I was reading, aloud, as she'd asked me to. Then Almitra spoke, saying, We would ask now of death. And he said, You would know the secret of death. But how shall you find it, unless you seek it in the heart of life? The owl, whose night-bound eyes are blind unto the day, cannot unveil the mystery of light. If you would indeed behold the spirit of death, open your heart wide unto the body of life. For life and death are one, even as the river and the sea are one. In the depth of your hopes and desires, lies your silent knowledge of the beyond. And like seeds dreaming beneath the snow, your heart dreams of spring. Trust the dreams, for in them is hidden the gate to eternity. Your fear of death is but the trembling of the shepherd when he stands before the king whose hand is to be laid upon him in honor. Is the shepherd not joyful beneath his trembling that he shall wear the mark of the king? Yet is he not more mindful of his trembling? For what is it to die but to stand naked in the wind and to melt into the sun? And what is it to cease breathing but to free the breath from its restless tides, that it may rise and expand and seek God unencumbered? Only when you drink from the river of silence shall you indeed sing. And when you have reached the mountain top, then you shall begin to climb. And when the earth shall claim your limbs, then shall you truly dance. When I looked up, Mr. Atkinson had gone, but his wife stood before me. And as she took the book, she spoke.
Oh, thank you.
Then I went outside, and I found Atkinson sitting on the gravestone and smoking. He looked up at me.
It's hot. A man's not responsible for what he might do in this heat. She never asked anyone to read aloud before.
And then we talked about the sketch again. He looked at it.
The likeness is me, all right. On trial.
You must excuse my asking, but do you know of anything you've done for which you could be put on trial?
I've done nothing. Not yet.
He got up, fetched a can from the porch, and he began to water the flowers.
Twice a day regular in the hot weather. And then the heat sometimes gets the better of the delicate ones. And ferns, good Lord, they could never stand it. Where do you live?
I told him my address. It would take an hour's quick walk to get back home. Then he stopped watering, and he faced me squarely.
It's like this. We look at the matter straight. If you go home tonight, you take your chance of accidents. A cart may run over you, and there's always banana skins and orange peels, to say nothing of falling ladders.
He spoke of the improbability with an intense seriousness that would have been laughable 6 hours before. But I did not laugh.
The best thing we can do is for you to stay here till 12 o'clock. Then it'll be tomorrow, you see? We'll go upstairs and smoke. Whew. It may be cool out inside.
To my surprise, I agreed. We are sitting in a long, low room beneath the eaves. Atkinson has sent his wife to bed. He himself is busy sharpening some tools and a little oil stone, smoking one of my cigars, the while. And as I look at my sketch before me, I suddenly see the fuzzy outline of what the man in the picture holds in his hands. While I had not been able to sketch it before, I am able to do so now. It is a chisel. And it is stained with dark liquid. The sketch is completed now. The air seems charged with thunder, and I hear it in the distance. It is ominous, but it carries the hope of rain. Perhaps this damnable heat will be broken soon, and the day will soon be over. It is close to 12. In seconds, the day will be over. I am writing this at a shaky table before the open window. The leg is cracked, and Atkinson, who seems a handyman with his tools, is going to mend it as soon as he has finished putting an edge on his chisel. There. It is 12. The day is over, and I shall be going home. But the heat is stifling. This heat is enough to send a man mad.
This is Robert Montgomery again, with thanks to Barry Kroger and Dennis Hoey for superb performances in August Heat, and to Mel Dinelli, who adopted W.F. Harvey's story. Our appreciation and our applause, too, goes to the cast of both plays who made our weather experiments so very successful. Next week, we'll turn a full hour's attention again to the English scene and to Emlyn Williams' great play, Night Must Fall. You'll meet Mrs. Bramson, Olivia Grain, and Hubert Laurie. And you'll meet Danny with the quick smile, happy, cheerful Danny, whose appearance is as pleasant as the melody that's always with him. Mighty like a rose. That's Danny. Yes, that's Danny. Next week, with Dame May Whitty, Heather Angel, Richard Ney, and myself, and with Night Must Fall, we'll again hope to keep you in suspense. Good night.
Mr. Montgomery may currently be seen in the Universal International production Ride the Pink Horse. Wet Saturday by John Collier was adapted for suspense by Harold Medford. August Heat by W.F. Harvey was adapted for suspense by Mel Dinelli. Both were directed by Anton M. Leader and produced by Robert Montgomery. Lud Gluskin is our musical director and conductor, and Lucien Morawek composes the original scores. Next week, hear Night Must Fall, starring Robert Montgomery with Dame May Whitty, Heather Angel, and Richard Ney on radio's outstanding theater of thrills, 1 hour of Suspense. A program you won't want to miss. That's Report Card, the next production of the famed CBS documentary unit. Overcrowded schools, out-of-date equipment, and a shortage of trained teachers, all of these are contributing to a breakdown in American education. For a dramatic report, hear Report Card Wednesday, March 24th over many of these stations. This is CBS, where 99 million people gather every week, the Columbia Broadcasting System.